You can rape the world and be creative now. You can kiss the right side of your brain. They can tell the tarot for the rest of us. And I can crown me Tarzan, King of Mars. All the blazing suns soak up all the gods and punks. It's enough to change your life. And you know I love to come. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it on TV. Keep it all for me, babe. All forever. You can rape the world and be creative now. Well, you can kiss the right side of your brain. gonna teach you how to dance? Who's gonna show you how to fly? Who's gonna call you on the lame dope smoking slacking little sucker you are?
This is Power Trip episode 20. Did we think that we would see each other again? I think not. But yet, we are here. And that song and its lyrics just fits so well. So well. That's why I'm such a fucking genius. But so well. With addressing Scunty McFuckface, a.k.a. Scott Anthony McKinnon. Yes, unfortunately... Sorry, I should not do the Emperor voice. I have hung up the crown, waiting for somebody of worthy metal to take it up again. But we're here because things have been said about me. Now, there's been a few slip the jabs here and there addressed in my direction. Okay, I'm a bigger, better, smarter, better person. And better. Did I say better? Because we all know that. However, there are those that do not. That's fine. But when you start to say certain things, and I know it's about, 9:30 there where you were there, Scunty? So I'm sure that you've got nothing else to fucking do. Thankfully, my power was restored after the massive windstorm that we experienced. At least 60 kilometer per hour winds, 40 miles per hour winds. But back here, wanted to do a nice, show today on cooking and Canadian franchises and stuff. Didn't really occur. But then something was brought to my attention. Especially since you're so desperate for that attention, Scunty. Here is a little Merry Christmas to you. Also, tonight I'm drinking beer, as I always drink. I don't really drink anything other than beer. Back in my 20s, I'd drink all different sorts of spirits, but to me, beer is like water almost, It's just something you can drink, and I don't drink light beer because, obviously there's a bunch of faggots out there like, oh, dude, I drank a 2-4 of small can, light beer. It's like, I don't give a fuck how gay you are, okay? It's legal now. I don't care. But the point is, I drink tall boys, and they've got at least to have, a minimum of 4.7, if not more. And it's water to me, literally. But we're going to get to that point soon enough. Shh. Well, actually, I forgot. I'm so into the power trip that I forgot our most simple of greetings, which is what we always do. Let us start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for everyone who has chosen to spend their time with us here today. We have the one, the only, the kingpin of Las Vegas. Am I pronouncing that properly, Mars, after your little lecture there on grammar? Marsmere. We have It's the Costanza, Inspector Todd, fellow Ontarian, Danimal, also probably dealing with these high winds. The Man with Two First Names, also I believe that's a title of a Ian Fleming 007 book. We have Derailed News and Podcast, who makes a great point. Been a long time since a power trip, over 3 months, yes. And that coincides with when we broke somebody, i.e. Scunty McFuckface, and sent him to rehab. We also have Tribunal King, who has his nice buttery popcorn available and ready. Steve Callan. Let's see who else. Scrolling down. Oh, Casey is raw. Sith Negan. Thank you for joining us. Power that trip and trip that power, baby. Absolutely. We have Chinese infiltrator, Travis TLC. And who else we got here? Oh, we got the Goon. All right. We're shaping up to have a full house, and more people obviously will flood in and so forth. But, and, you know, obviously I'll rely on the... Oh, there's Out with Cows. I will rely on the Sparrows as I'm reviewing many different things. Because there's a lot to review, actually. There's been some naughty words spoken about me. And I was, you know, Scunty was saying a few things about me for the past couple of weeks, but more like slight little jabs, little comments here and there. And I was actually choosing to ignore them. Now, there was times where Ken might, raise the topic and so forth, or somebody else. It could have been YR, it could have been fucking Keith, could have been Nikki. And it was, for me, it was just like, okay, and then just moved on. That's what I've always done. When I don't want to talk about something, I don't talk about something. But there always seems to be a way of dragging Dave Rose back into things. And I, obviously I've shown that I'm quite capable, and I've got much more self-reflection as well as self-control than many people, including Scunty, has. And I choose my spots, baby. But tonight, because things need to be said, we're going to address it. And, well, Scunty, you were, in a clip that we will review, sort of requesting or demanding that I do a power trip for you, or to you, or whatever you want to call it. So, Merry Christmas, Scunty. This one's for you. Travis in the chat says, what does it say here? Actually, before I go on to that, I'm missing a lot of activity in the chat here. It seems to be going on. Yes, we already know, Mars, you don't fuck dead people. See, that's the thing he's projecting there. It's like that's the only way that he can actually get any action. Well, Mars Mirror literally deals with live women and, a plethora of ages, because he is the literal Genghis Khan of, 21st century America. This guy will impregnate anything. And, if given enough power, he probably would be the next Genghis Khan. So keep that in mind, people. Don't cross him. We got Derailed, who says, beer actually sounds good right now. Been quite a while since I've had one. Yeah, you drink a little too many spirits there. You should be, you should be chasing beer with liquor. You don't chase liquor with beer. I'm sorry. That's just, I know they say, oh, liquor before, fuck that shit. No, sorry. We got Sith Negan in the chat says, shouldn't be more of a fuck you very much, thank you very little, and you're welcome even less when dealing with that, Mon. Actually, I fucking like that. That would go great on a Christmas card. And I could technically write that and send it to him, where he is right now. But, hey, that might scare him a little more and force him to wear adult diapers. Also, I'm focused on trying to stay with the chat and reviewing this stuff. However, if somebody wants to just continually jump over to his channel to see how many videos he starts to make as I start to review his shit, feel free to do so, and please let me know so that we will eventually, get those covered as well. And we also have the sparrows that are recording this stuff. Okay, so back to the chat here. Mer says, indeed, not too sure to what. He says, I need to go back and listen to that Tommy Freakout. Well, which one? You have literally hundreds to choose from. Derailed says, beer puts me to sleep. So if I'm going on air that night, I steer from the beer on those nights. Okay, I'll give you that. See, I don't know. Yeah, you can see my progression, obviously, when I drink beer. I'll start the night out fairly concise and stuff. By the end of the night, I'm slurring my words, and I'm just slow, and it's just, boring. So, I can see where you're coming from. And, spirits does sort of animate me a little more. But, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fan of rum. Especially the amber or gold rum, whatever you want to call it. Or spiced rum. I'm not a fan of that stuff. It's got to be white. It's got to be, tasting almost like fucking rubbing alcohol that I can drink rum. Whiskey, on the other hand, is different. But it's not my go-to. It's nice once in a while. Nice to have a nice glass of whiskey, maybe a gin and tonic. But it's not my go-to. Well, that's the thing, though. Who's levying these statements against me? Oh, literally the community alcoholic, the one that was broken physically and spiritually and emotionally and was forced to go to rehab. So this is the person who's levying these sort of charges against me, that apparently I am this great alcoholic who drinks specifically hard liquor. Okay. Let's go back to the chat here. We haven't even started yet. The Goon says, I'd like to apologize. After careful review, the Italian diner was disappointing. Waiter persisted on authenticity. When you're good at something, your cooking speaks alone. Inspector Todd says, have you ever had Old English 40, Dave? Yes, and I'm not a fan of it. Malt liquor's not my deal, baby. So, now that we're done with all the pleasantries, let's go through this in a chronological order. So, there is a video. I'll tell you which ones. Well, actually, no, I won't tell you. Let's do this. This video was levied against Mars Mirror. Also, warning, we have, some very strong libelous, slanderous comments levied by Scott Anthony McKinnon towards both Mars Mirror and VP. Let's listen.
Chili Cheese Jay, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Aw, shit. Motherfucking chili cheese bird. Burn the troll.
Burning the troll. That's right, bro.
Now, where are the motherfucking trolls? Huh? Where's Voldemort? That motherfucker.
Remember, there's nothing more narcissistic, I guess, than to desire for your name to be called out. When somebody says, oh, that person that we're not going to name. No, this type of obsession indicates that you need to hear your name talked about.
I mean,
So again, Merry Christmas.
does anything even need to be said? Look at this fucking clown. Fucking VP. You're gonna sit there and call Voldemort. Me, oh, I'm Voldemort. Hey, I'm the troll. I'm the ugly fucking troll.
Well, technically, I did start off with the whole thing because this is how an actual man operates. I know you'd never understand that, but when you deny somebody an identity or acknowledgement, which is what you're so thirsty for, you deny them existence. So as such, that's why I started to say, he who shan't be named. And I didn't even want to bring you up again and again highlighting my superiority, my intelligence, and my basic knowledge on things. You clearly have yet to learn. Now, we're going to hear you say, oh, you haven't learned your lesson yet. That's only someone who thinks they're in a position of authority to somehow say, I presented you with the ability to make yourself better and you failed. You haven't learned your lesson yet. No, I'm sorry. Daddy Scott? Even Stepdaddy Scott, that doesn't sound anywhere close to Stepdaddy Dave. And we know that I can apply discipline properly, which you can't. You'd be fucking giving 6-year-olds fucking bottles of whiskey, telling them to fucking chugging it.
Dude, look at the way you guys look. Your fucking Murs is 500 fucking pounds over there.
That would be false.
With a scraggly fucking Vikings beard.
Oh my God, he hasn't shaved his beard. Do you hear that, Mars? You haven't shaved your beard, so you're straggly.
You got the same fucking Nazi fucking looking beard with your bald fucking head. You're all bald. You can.
Actually, if you have any understanding about the Nationalist Socialist German Workers' Party, aka the Nazis, you'd understand that beards were definitely not, approved. That mostly it was clean shaven that was approved. And I don't understand, like, are you referring to maybe Balkan neo-Nazis that shave their head and go out and throw stones at people? Like, where's the Nazi connection here? And there's probably a bigger Nazi connection with me since I was born in Argentina and the fucking Nazis were welcomed with open arms after World War II there, so... if anybody, come on, seriously, if anyone's going to be accused of being a Nazi, you got to point it to Dave Rose. At least, there's a little bit more that you can build on, with the relation with Argentina and Germany and all that, than you can with Mars. But okay, let's just continue with this delusion.
And Mars, you're all fucking bald and fucking fat. Well, you, VP.
You're all bald and fat. Oh my God. You're bald. And you're fat. And neither of them have been broken by people in this community and basically sent to rehab.
You're not fucking fat, but you're fucking some ugly, bro, without that fucking toque and glasses on.
Well, you're not one to speak, but also, who is a man to talk about another man's looks? Like, honestly, I have never experienced this in my life, where a man is so obsessed about another man's look that he has to comment on it.
Mars are so used to...
Well, let me correct myself, I'm sorry. In a heterosexual environment, I've never seen that. Have I seen that with gays? Yes, I have. So, well... draw your own conclusions.
Fucking hiding your insecurity.
Also, why are you wearing a tribal necklace now? Are you trying to emulate a particular Bostonian?
Dirties under a fucking toque and glasses on air. You think these are hot, tough shit. Fucking, like, man, you guys are fucking clowns, bro. Clowns. Pure fucking clowns. That's it.
Says the guy who has to comment on a video that didn't even discuss Scunty. Yeah. Don't ask who the horn honks for. It honks for thee. Also, that joke is way too above your head. I know Mars gets it. I know a few other people here in the chat get it. But, yeah, you're too stupid to understand this. However, that was probably one of my most intellectual jokes so far. And a hilarious joke. It is. But I don't expect you to understand it.
The only reason Nicky even fucking went at me or hates me or anything is picking up for his fucking boyfriend, Murs. Oh, Scott never should have turned on Murs. Oh, poor Murphy. Murs, the innocent man who fucks dead bodies at the mortuary. These are all
That's actually slander. And you know that. Now, you're going to raise this point about legality and stuff, but you've now, yet again, incriminated yourself with stating blatant slander. You don't know the law. But thankfully for everyone in the community, I know the law. And there's many other people actually that know the law as well. Not just me. But they know it even even amateurs, know it well enough, because they're not stupid like you, to make these blatantly false and illegal statements. But please continue to dig your hole.
Fucking scumbags, bro. Meanwhile, VP goes over on fucking the biggest troll in the community show, YR. He's an innocent guy, though, right? We all love YR. Oh, we love the comedy because he plays an impression of me. Oh. Fuck, you guys are weird, man. All day.
Says the guy who's literally commenting on other people. When I sailed away, I sailed away. I wasn't fucking in chats. I wasn't making videos. I wasn't addressing anything people would beg me to. I'm like, no, I'm doing my own thing. There's actually people that wanted me on their shows when, you know, I had my outs with Joe Cronin. Graham was one of them, for example. Graham Hall. But there's no... I mean, obviously he came late to the game, so he doesn't really understand the whole situation. But
every day, all you do is think about fucking me, right? Out there drinking by the fire.
This is obsession here. It's obvious. You think people are thinking about you when they're clearly not. I'm doing my own stuff, looking to do... Again, I was doing Too Many Chefs today. That was what my plan was. It was something that I'd wanted to do for the last 3-4 fucking days. And, you know, wanted to finally, you know, put it out. And again, Will Tactics had suggested the topic. I thought it was a really cool topic, and I wanted to at least get it out. But no. You gotta make videos on a tirade because people aren't giving you enough attention there, baby.
Think about Scotty Boy. Go get a fucking woman. You guys talk about women so much and looking at women on air. I guarantee you barely get laid. You have to...
But you were the one who was lying about having a girlfriend in the first place. In fact, you lied about not even being Scott McKinnon with that account. Remember?
Fucking pay for that looking at how ugly you fucks are. Talking about
dude, the amount of alcohol abuse that you've done has done enough damage to your face alone. So please don't talk about other people who clearly have not even abused alcohol to 1% to the level that you have.
Voldemort. I could literally, the way VP looks, literally fucking do a side-by-side of Voldemort and VP and pretty much fucking Photoshop them together. You almost get a perfect fucking match.
Not really, no. Also, isn't it telling that, you know, somebody of a simplistic mind is referring to a Harry Potter novel as opposed to, say, high literature? Maybe Dostoevsky or, I don't know, Stevenson. I mean, I could go on here, but we're not going to.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah, I know that somebody like this does get offended when I mention reading books.
You guys are losers.
Says the guy who's commenting on this shit.
And one more thing, man. Like, VP, you must have been born in the fucking hood, were you? That fucking language, the lingo on you, man. Straight out of the fucking hood of Vegas, is it? Or what's going on there?
Yo, what's up, you motherfuckers? Yeah, I appreciate all you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You know, West Side, motherfucker. Yeah, it's VP, motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, you mad he's got more black cred than you do? I mean, you were rejected by fucking Real Talk. Bless his soul. Rest in peace. But you're getting mad, huh?
You're so cool, VP, man. I bet you get laid all the time, man.
This is pathetic. Oh, you're so cool. It's like that's what kids in junior high school were saying to somebody that got mad at. Oh, you're so cool. It's like, but that doesn't change anything. I proved you wrong. I made you look like a fool. Now you're saying, oh, you're so cool. Yeah, apparently I am.
Working at the fucking carpet selling store, is it? Fucking rug store or something, probably. Fucking wow, man.
Well, what's up, motherfuckers? Yeah, it's the VP, man. Yeah, let's talk some conspiracy shit, bro. Yeah. VP in the house, motherfuckers. Yeah, bitches. Yeah, bitches. You're so fucking cool, bro. Where's all your hood rats at there, VP? Tough guy, yeah.
Meanwhile, I don't do that, and I still embarrass you.
Fucking clown, man. Let's play some piano, because I know that pisses Ken off. Oh, no. We better not make Ken angry.
You're obsessed with Ken. It's pathetic.
Guys, and play the piano tonight, or the guitar. Because if I do anything other than drama, or talk about other grown men all day, if I do anything that involves a talent...
Yeah, you know what? Walter Cronkite talking about Richard Nixon. What a faggot, right? Talking about grown men all day, right? Right? No, sorry, the only faggot that's been revealed is you there, Scunty.
They're trying to better myself. If I read a book, Ken's gonna be pissed, bro.
No. You get pissed at reading a book, dude.
All right? What's that tell you about a person like that? Right? That they gotta fucking use your present. It's like Tony making fun of the fact that I got a sober hat on. Use something that's positive for a person and try to turn it against them. Like, what kind of fucking delusion is that, right? Look, Scotty's gotta try to learn new talents. What a loser. Fuck, you guys are psycho. All of you. Psycho. I'm not the psycho. You got it all wrong.
That's total delusion. And to tell somebody, I'm not psycho, you're a fucking psycho. It's as simple as that. It's very easy to see. Pathetic, but there we go. Now, next one on the list. Okay, so that was called Fat Old Bald Men with Beards podcast. Now, let's go to talking about some BS drama, man, children. Also, filming this stuff when you're in the sauna, shirtless, kind of gross. I mean, are you looking for male affirmation and attention? Because certainly not going to get it here. Look for a community that's much more LGBT friendly, maybe, and that might help you out. But no, we find this disgusting.
Well, there's a lot to say.
Thank you so much, Skunt, for yet again reminding us how much of a faggot you actually are. Because I was just, talking about that. You're playing Madonna now in the background. Madonna. Let's continue. And you're shirtless in a fucking sauna. Like, I mean, are you trying to be best friends with fucking, oh, god damn, what's his name? Fucking John Travolta? You trying to be best friends with that guy? Is that what you're doing right now? Trying to entice him into your sauna with Madonna and disgusting, greasy bodies? The music alone proves his orientation. Let's just be honest. Also, looking off camera, shaking your head, trying to look like a victim, that doesn't work on us, okay? Try something new, please. Continue.
What would Jesus do, right?
No. You don't get to fucking try that shit. You are the least worthy to bring his name into your mouth. You're just playing a game here.
I'll tell you this. I don't need anybody online. I don't need approval, and I don't need...
Which is why you're here now making a video to seek approval. Remember when Dave Rose sailed away and enjoyed his time out on the open seas? Well, many do. I wasn't seeking approval. You clearly are. Let's continue.
I need affirmation, and I don't need donations or subs or anything that Ken needs.
Like Ken needs. Ken doesn't need any of those things. Ken doesn't desire those things. They come with the territory, and yeah, he's grateful. He's extremely grateful for it. But he doesn't seek it out.
Or any of you that
You do.
crave it, for that matter. You see, I grew and evolved out of what I was online.
No, you didn't. That's why you're back here again, talking the same bullshit as before. You never grew. You just were able to somehow pass off that you were sober enough to be allowed back amongst the public. And as such now, your obsession constitutes and embodies itself with these particular videos. Let's continue.
And a lot of it was due to being an alcoholic, which I will be for the...
No, the problem is that you have a damaged mind. So alcohol or no alcohol, you're going to keep doing the same thing. You're going to burn yourself out. You're probably going to give yourself cancer. And you're going to die way, way before us. which will then allow me to frame your obituary with gold-plated frames.
The rest of my life, because it is a sickness, it is a disease, and I
That's hippie talk.
learned a lot about that myself.
If you learned a lot, you would have fucking disconnected from the internet immediately. But you did not, did you? And as such, you prove yourself to be the failure that you actually are. Thanks for coming out. Let's continue.
About judging other people, all kinds of shit.
I'm going to have to make this another episode at some point in the future, but not only does the Christian Bible order its adherents to judge people, it's actually viewed as extremely important. Whether it be, for example, for a criminal or a pedophile, that it's necessary that you must, based on God's teachings, judge those that come to your community and attempt to sow dissent. I can't wait to do a fucking video on that one. In fact, I'm going to have to do a theology video just to fucking destroy Scunty about all this bullshit. And he is the typical, sorry, this is just the truth. He is the typical Christian, ignorant entirely of his own religion, speaking bullshit about shit he doesn't even fucking know. Meanwhile, has never probably even picked up a Bible and read it thoroughly, or even looked into the translations of the Greek to the Aramaic and so forth. No, I'm sorry. No one comes close to that in this community other than Dave Rose. Perhaps a few other people, but not you, Scunty. Let's continue.
I've progressed, but
The word is progressed, not progressed. But no, you haven't. You're back here again, shirtless. You're pulling an Alex Jones, I guess, in your sauna. And you haven't learned.
I came back and looked at this community as the same old people, and you guys,
Which then, for somebody of right mind, would say, maybe I shouldn't even come back. If this is the same thing, I left for, a month or so, and these people are still crazy and all this stuff, then you would just say, you know what, it's just not worth it. I mean, there's other communities, there's other live streams out there, there's topics that I like to talk about, no one will know me there. There's that, but you don't do that.
will be stuck here for the rest of your lives.
No, certainly not. The problem is that's you. You're projecting yet again. You're stuck here for the rest of your life. Literally, Mars, me, Nikki, Ken, we literally flip a switch and we walk away from the computer. And that's it.
If you don't change it. And it look
Hold on. Let's just rewind here because this is hilarious. It's like, oh, the arbiter of morality. What advice does he have to share?
be for the rest of my life, because it is a sickness, it is a disease, and I learned a lot about that myself, about judging other people, all kinds of shit. I've progressed, but I came back and looked at this community as the same old people, and you guys will be stuck here for the rest of your lives if you don't change it. And it looks like you aren't changing it because it's the same shit.
Oh, it looks like you use, not you are, but use aren't changing it. Why did you come back? Like, what? Like, you're gonna check up on us? Oh, Santa Claus doesn't like this. You haven't changed things. No, nothing's changed because you were the problem in the first place. So you're the one that needs to walk away and leave us alone. Oh, nothing's changed. No, of course nothing's changed. Because no one fucking acquiesces to the fucking opinions of fucking East Coast faggots.
Over and over. I came on
Also, very masculine to continue to play Madonna in the background.
here and yeah, my account went, I took it down and then
And then you put it back up. And you take it down. And you put it back up. And you take it down. You said that this is some sort of strategy like, oh, I'm going to prevent from being striked or struck. But that just basically is an admission, and a legal one at that there, Scunty, that you're attempting to circumvent, which is against the term of service of YouTube, but you're attempting to circumvent the ability of somebody flagging you for you actually committing crimes on YouTube. But let's continue.
Then, of course, Vikings is threatening fucking strikes and 14 felonies, this and that, when the realistic fucking factors of that is I could have Minnesota
The realistic factors of that. Learn English, please. And no, you can't do shit, but now he's going to say he can, but he can't.
police investigate Vikings anytime I wanted to with the videos that he cut on me.
No, you can't.
So,
Also, referring to them as Minnesota police is just like saying Texas police. You're talking about a huge state that has multiple police. But when you say, oh, it's just a blanket term, no, that doesn't work. It shows how ignorant you are. Because when it's come to me, I've figured out, people exactly where they were and what particular county referred to them. See, and I've been very effective too because I've stated that to them and they know that. You, however, just basically say, oh, it's just the entire state. That's not how it works. And you should feel embarrassed for being exposed as pathetically as you are being right now. Then again, you aren't even wearing a shirt and you're in your fucking sauna. So I guess that's more embarrassing.
all I hear to all your guys' mouth actually is what this guy does, it's illegal. Wow, this and wow, that. When you all
Oh, you didn't like getting called out for doing all that illegal shit. Well, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. Let's continue.
broke the law. I have all the recordings of you breaking the law.
No, you don't. And again, you have no knowledge of the law. So responding to a threat with a statement of fact isn't against the law.
And I could name off a few right now, such as Ken editing the video on me. The one that
That's also been disproven.
Chris edited with Dr. Brown,
Disproven.
putting him in a kid's classroom. Same shit that Ken tried to do to me, and admitting that he edited on air, lied about the time frame of the edits,
Lies.
and wants to call me a groomer and all this shit when, for what I said on air and what I was actually doing on there, catching predators, judging that.
Are you admitting, Mr. McKinnon, to actually involving yourself with vigilante action? Because that statement alone, if you admit it, is admissible in court. You do understand how vigilantism is illegal, right?
Compared to Ken actually talking to Shots Fired Christian and Sausage, who were underage, about sex all day long on Meat Locker.
That's also slander. All day long? You mean a full 24 hours? That is a lie. So when put on the stand there, Scunty, you would be held in contempt of court.
Quite a big, large margin of difference there, to be honest, because all I said was that I lost my virginity at 14. And that you shouldn't
You actually inquired a little more.
be on here. I was trying to help the kids. Ken was actually talking about sex with under.
According to Edmund Bergler, a student of Carl Jung, that is referred to as magic gesture. And you're attempting to show your authenticity, your greatness by stating, well, I tried to do this.
Underage boys all day long. So, I mean, you guys figure it out, right? You paint your narrative on that and edit it. You have to
Well, you guys figure it out. I'm not going to explain it to you because I'm too stupid to do so.
edit things to prove your point, and then actually take an edited clip and try to have somebody investigate that.
Meanwhile, the evidence marathon proves it perfectly well. So, okay, you can discount Ken's supposed clipping of the clip, but can you dismiss the evidence marathon? No, you cannot. Let's continue.
Person. You know how illegal that is and how much I could have fucking done there?
You know how legal that is? Apparently, you don't have any semblance of understanding what legality is. Oh, I could have done this. 4 years and we're still fucking waiting, you fucking feckless fuck.
was asked when I took the law enforcement that I want to press charges, and I said no. Just like Homeland Security that time when Ken dared me to call 3 times, and then he goes around with the narrative now that I call people's work all because he dared me to call a place that he didn't work at to prove that he worked there. And when they asked me did I want to press charges for him claiming to be an agent, which is fraudulent, I said no because it's silly YouTube shit. There's been multiple times where I said no, it's just silly YouTube
Well, then stop fucking making the threats. Either put up or shut up, okay? Okay.
shit and ignored it. But you guys go on about who breaks the law all day. Meanwhile, Dave's there.
All day. All day. No, it's a simple matter of someone who has at least 2 fucking brain cells to rub together to say, well, that's illegal. It's as simple as that. That's fucking illegal. But somebody who, like yourself, Scunty, is so stupid that they need to bring it up like, well, they said it was illegal. Are you feeling a little self-conscious because you have no understanding about the law? Because that's exactly what the situation is. Now he's actually going to delve into me. Let's have a listen.
He's talking about having me killed, killing me himself, paying off fucking police, corrupt police.
I never remember that. The whole paying off the corrupt police. Like, first of all, my funds are very, very limited. I'm very poor. And, you know, I would not spend that money when I could just do it myself. So why would I be spending money on corrupt police? Seriously? And also, that is slander. And you are actually insinuating a criminal act, which is, in Canada, at least a felony. So, but you know the law, right, Scunty? You know the law?
It's Minecraft shit, like, all that's illegal.
Oh, that's illegal. I can't cite the laws, though, like Dave Rose has. But no, I'm just going to say it's all illegal, so just believe me. Because, you know, your record is just so great in the past that we can believe you on just about any bullshit that just spews from your fucking mouth.
Every bit of it. And I don't care how much you argue it all day long. I can prove it.
No, you can't. You can't even fucking cite a fucking law. So you can't prove shit. Your emotions don't mean nothing.
I can put it in a court of law, and if I...
In a court of law. Well, that is sort of redundant, don't you think? A court of law? It's, I mean, obviously there's law that's being applied in the courts, so why are you using that term again?
If I ever fucking went to a court of law, or with any of you, I'd walk out of there.
No, you wouldn't. Because, first of all, there's a difference between, and you still don't get it because this is why you're so fucking stupid. There's a difference between criminal law and civil law. But you still don't fucking get it, which is hilarious. I mean, shit, there's fucking videos on YouTube that can teach you the difference. And you still don't fucking get it. You're beyond pathetic, scunt. When those motorcycle aficionados find you, you know what? You're going to get the fate that you deserve because you went even further, you know, with them than me, and they're not happy with you. But you did it on yourself. And, well, come what may, golden-plated obituary frame.
The victor, I guarantee you, with the stuff I got saved and recorded. I've took...
Said same thing in the past. Nothing ever came of it. You kept saying, oh, I've got all this, I've got all this. We're still waiting. After 4 years, close to 5 years, we're still waiting. And you still haven't produced shit? And the shit that you did produce didn't, you know, do shit? Oh, I can do all this. No, you've tried, you failed. You're impotent. Your dick doesn't work.
Took accountability for my actions in the past, and I'm not doing
You certainly have not taken accountability for the actions in the past.
shit in the present. And can you want to hold people accountable to their past all the fucking time, especially me? Why don't you hold your friends like Keith Barber and YR to their past, or in YR's case, his present, his current present of the shit he does, framing people. You know, the people in the chats half the time is probably YR to get a reaction to you, Kang, because he loves it. He laughs, just like he did tonight when you started, Dave started reading off the uploads that I put out. YR loves that shit. He loves to getting you to freak the fuck out, Ken. He has for years on other people and blame other people. He lives on it. Half the shit that you're accusing others of are the people around you, and you can't stomach the truth, and it's hard to admit defeat. You even put, and I got it all saved, Ken. I got all your screenshots of the shit that you deleted saved. Where you
And you still haven't done shit. How powerful are you again, Scunty?
But it is hard to admit defeat. It is hard to admit when you're wrong. It bothers you a lot. But
Well, like you.
what do? You continue to make
You're actually projecting at this point.
blind accusations of me. I'm here with my channel, right? Re-uploaded at
Commenting about people that aren't even talking about you.
night or whatever, and half of the shit's not even community related. I don't even want to fucking talk about this community. And what do I hear?
That's false, actually. Just look at the videos.
Wire, again, for the 45th time, like he always is, mentioning Scott McKinnon. And then what happens? Well, Ken has to come on and fucking scream and yell and fucking go on about Scott McKinnon and project and project. This is every day with you guys, man. It's true obsession at its finest. Get over it. Get a life, man.
Projection, yet again.
And leave me the fuck alone.
Nobody's fucking bringing you up. Nobody's making videos. But when you talk about us, you get a fucking power trip. There you go.
And leave Joe alone. Like, fucking fuck off, man. What is wrong with you people? What are you doing? Like Joe said, it's definitely not what Jesus would do. I agree with him there, but I don't...
No. You, first of all, shut the fuck up, you fucking disgusting piece of shit. Joe Cronin hates God. Joe Cronin hates Christianity. Joe Cronin hates anything spiritual. Don't you fucking ever come to me and say that fucking bullshit. Oh, well, Joe Cronin asked, what would Jesus do? Joe Cronin doesn't have the first fucking idea of what Jesus would do. So no, you don't fucking go to him as your fucking savior, which is obviously what you see him as, about what Christ actually talked about. You're pathetic and fucking disgusting and blasphemous, yet you think yourself so great. You talk about karma. No, but you don't even understand karma.
I don't agree with some shit Joe does, but I'm not here to agree with any of you or have a friend with any of you. I don't even want to answer any of your Skype calls anymore. People that did talk to me, I could care less.
Which is why you couldn't care less, which is why you're making this video right now, shirtless in a fucking sauna.
I'm not here for affirmation or friendships or donations or anything. I'm here.
You're here because you're an obsessive little homosexual closeted bitch, because it's clear that's what it is. You don't get attention from men, and you're desperate for it, which is pathetic. The only indication is that you're homosexual. That's the only thing.
Just defend the truth, defend my truth. That's it. You got.
Yeah, again, your truth. Do you get it yet? Your truth, the one that's diluted in your mind, not the actual truth, but your truth. See, you're projecting here, you fucking retard, and you're so oblivious of it that we're having, as you might say, a gay old time.
You guys are fucking psychotic, man.
Says the guy that had to be sent to rehab? Statement doesn't make much sense, but okay.
And I'm only judging you because you're judging me and trying to use things against me.
But then didn't you start off by saying, oh, you shouldn't be judging, you shouldn't be judging. Well, what is it? Rules for thee, not for me?
Present, Ken is clearly a jealous individual when he has to bring up, it's a diss that I'm learning new talents, and I'm learning piano and guitar. He has to throw that in there. Oh, look, he got no other talent, so he has to learn piano and guitar. Yeah, that's the point. Kind of trying to learn new creative things other than being on YouTube all day screaming about.
Oh, so you just literally admitted that you have no other talents. Okay, I'll accept that. At least you're being honest about this. But, yeah, apparently you're admitting that you really don't have any other talents.
Other men. Like you do. What do you do, Ken, for talent?
Again, you're the one who keeps, okay, there's two things here. You keep bringing up men, which is obviously your closeted homosexual inclinations. But what does Ken do? The guy can fucking ad-lib. He can fucking sing these fucking rap songs just off the cuff. That's really skilled. He can do some great impressions. He can talk about a lot of different topics and such. The guy is talented. I don't know why I know why, because you're projecting again. Because you feel self-conscious of the fact that this guy can just go, have a fun time, do his own show, laugh, have one viewer and still do the exact same thing and not even change his recipe. But you don't like that, do you?
Once you practice at work what you're going to fucking lie about in your delusional mind when you come home from work on your drama shows with the malicious people, the actual malicious people that are around you and your crew, why do you think your original crew barely even wants to be there anymore, Ken? Because you're hanging around with the scum. You are the scum.
No, but see, that's not even the truth, is the fact that both Chris, who's extremely busy, and Filthy, who's extremely busy, just don't always have the time to be there. This is the actual fact, because I talked to Ken actually behind the scenes, but this faggot here has no clue about what he's talking about, so he's got to make things up to fit into his delusional mind to say, well, this is the reason why it's happening.
You and your discords and all the people that you need for your affirmation lies online.
Again, I'm the one that started using the word affirmation in the community, and yes, Danimal, you are correct. He is basically the Ricky of the community, because he takes words that he has no fucking comprehension on, tries to use them without really understanding what he's even saying. This is something that we've observed for at least the last 4 years. Absolutely 100% correct. Let's continue.
And then you guys try to claim to be saints because you helped out a community member.
I never actually claimed to be a saint. However, I did receive a letter from the Vatican who said that they were going to beatify me. I believe that's the word, beautify me. Can't pronounce it properly. I'm not fluent in Latin. But yeah, I'm on my first step towards being a saint. So that's a good thing, right?
But you did it with a narrative using Joe Cronin as the enemy? Why wouldn't you help him without using Joe Cronin anyway? And then not announce it on air and make a big deal of it because it's an agenda. Try to make you guys look like good guys or something. When fucking everybody knows Firebird's been a cunt to Joe for a while. He's come on my show to talk shit about Joe because Joe wouldn't put him on shows or something.
Or
Stupid
something.
shit, man. Stupid
Or
shit that I
something.
used to do myself when I was a drunk fucking lunatic. Like, I've learned and
You don't need to mention drunk because you are still a lunatic.
grown from a lot of my shit. So I see a lot of these sloppy characteristics in people. You're not saints for raising money for Real Talk's family or for fuck.
You hear that, Sith? You hear that? Everybody else that actually sent money to his widow to try to alleviate the cost of the funeral. You hear that? You're not real. That wasn't genuine. Says the guy that called him an Uncle Tom, a sellout, and even called him a nigger. That's you, scunt. You called him that. Not me. Not anybody else in this fucking community. You did. And you continue to shit on the name of a dead man?
Fucking doing that shit for Firebird, bro. Yous are good to yourselves because it's your own little mafia group, but like none of you people are good people. You're not good people. You do this all day.
You're the one that basically called people's jobs. You called fucking police. Again, calling national police and taking away from national crimes to report about your internet, fwabble. No, it's you who's not good. Your sister admitted this actually, but regardless, is that you're the one who's not good, but you're projecting now, yet again. You're the one who's not good. At your core, you are evil. You are bad. And you know this.
Day every day, all of you in the chats. If you help out each other, that doesn't make you a hero to the fucking world. It makes you a hero to your own delusional mafia crew. That's about it. Give it to starving children, the home.
Ooh, mafia crew. So basically, yet again, you get triggered by the fact that somebody said the Vegas cartel or the New York mafia or something like that. And because it's a sense of belonging, you don't like that at all. They're part of a group that I'm not. How dare you?
Homeless and don't announce it. That's what you really do in Christmas time. But you guys had to use it with an agenda and narrative, and that's not what Jesus would do. It's disgusting what you
You can't even cite fucking scripture. Who the fuck are you to talk about this shit? That wouldn't be what Jesus does. You have no idea about that.
people do, man. It is disgusting as fuck. You really need to find God. And I can't believe that you people come on here talking about how bad the left is and the agenda and the narratives that we're going through right now in this world, when you are doing exactly what the world elite is doing to the people. You're doing the exact same thing. Do you not realize that?
That clip alone could be submitted to police and you'd be arrested for conspiratorial thought and potential delusion. So,
With your censorship, your lies, your dictatorship, your little group dynamics, the money in behind the scenes, all that shit.
listen to this, people. This guy's obsessed. Dictatorship, money behind the scenes. But you're not part of this fucking community. You're not part of this fucking, these people who are doing it. So why do you even care? What's stopping you from going to some other group, change your name and just, hanging out with them? Nothing. But you obviously are projecting. You keep coming back here. Why? Because you are a closeted case and you are obsessed with the affirmation of grown men. That's really what it is.
You talk about me living with mommy and daddy. Meanwhile, I fucking worked for how many years of my life? 12 years away
That's the past and this is now.
in Alberta. And I've been home, I don't know, a handful of fucking times. I haven't been home the last 4.5 years.
Your sister admitted that the only reason why you chose to remain in Alberta is because you did not want to be forced into rehab, which is what would have happened if you went to go live with your parents, which is exactly what happened. That's why. Don't make up these excuses. I've only been there a handful of times because you chose so. Because if you went there again, they would have forced you into rehab. That's why.
Just lose myself and wanted to die due to alcoholism. And
Too bad you didn't carry that out, but
a lot of your guys' shit online here. And then I finally got a chance to recover, heal, and come home and see family.
not a chance, asshole. We broke you. We broke you. Yes, I had a lot to do with it, but so did Nikki Nines. So did Ken. So did many other people. We all broke you. And you were forced, with your tail between your legs, to run off back to Nova Scotia.
Family, and now I'm in a position where my job is begging me to go back. I'm getting more job offers than I ever have, but now there's mandates on flights, and I'm against the V. I'm against it. Like you guys claim that you are, but you want to hold me accountable for living with my parents?
And by the way, you're still playing Madonna in the background.
Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm home to visit people in my life that I never saw in 4.5 years.
No, it's not. You're there because you were broken. You had no other option. Your sister admitted this. Come on, stop it.
People that you said hated me, like my own fucking family hates me all the time, Ken, with your more lies and delusions, right? And then you're gonna lie about my sister, and all you do is attack my fucking family. You real talk all of them. That's all you did was attack my fucking family and lie. And
Nope, that's false.
be pieces of shit. And what did I do? I came into rehab. I gave my condolences to Real Talk's family, gave my condolences to Pro V and people that deserve it. And I didn't hold a...
No, that is not what would have been, told to you in rehab. Is that it's not who deserves it. It's you apologize to everyone that you've wronged, not who deserves it. This really starts to break apart his lies about rehab, because this is not what they teach in rehab. You apologize regardless, and if they don't accept it, you still accept it yourself, and you don't bog yourself down with it, unlike this guy. Let's continue.
grudge, and I was trying to be a polite, good fucking person again, and you guys created...
No, but see, the problem is that you're not even innately a good guy, so you'll never be a good guy.
this shit. You guys brought the ugly out again because you were the people...
We brought it out again by not talking about you? Or is it because you're too weak of an individual, and if somebody even mentions the name Scott, you're going to respond because you're so weak?
that wanted me to die, and you don't want people to heal and be successful.
No, that's not even... That's your delusion again. You're the one who warranted having people desiring your death. That was you.
Especially people like me that you're deluded about and obsessed with.
Says the guy who is making these videos. We're not making videos of him, but he's making videos of us.
That's on you guys to change your nature.
No, it's not. You're not the arbiter of morality here. You don't get to dictate. And that's not what Jesus would do. That is actual theological fact. That's not what Jesus would do.
But you don't. That's your sickness. That's your illness up here. Now I got nothing to prove to any of you. Ken's on.
Which is why you keep making these videos and then privating your channel and then unprivate again. You have nothing to prove. Look, you're pathetic, dude. You're disgusting. And you're exposed.
Here going on, you're making fun of me learning talents. Like, that's how pathetic this guy is. I'm not on here to get subs or affirmation, Ken. That's what you seem to not...
No, you are, because you would have gone away if you weren't. But you're just projecting yet again.
Be able to grasp up here. You are. You're the one that needs that to control your lies and narratives in your fantasy head all day long.
You are so obsessed with Ken, it's disgusting. You clearly want fucking him to take you up the pooper.
I don't need that shit. I know that I'm right. I know what I stand for.
That's also something else they would have taught you in rehab, that no, you actually are the one with the problem there, Scunty. And no, you are not correct. You don't see it right. And you are the one with the problem. So as such, if you view something, even after getting out of rehab, you are not seeing it properly. And as such, you got to realize that there's a world outside your delusion that actually is reality. Let's continue.
And I know that I'm a growing individual and growing as a
You have not grown because you're here again talking this bullshit.
person. But you, doesn't look like it. You're getting worse by the day.
Okay, and let's say that's true. Let's just go ahead and walk it through. Let's say that's true. Are you the morality police to come in and say, you're not doing your stuff to actually be a good person? No, you're not the morality police. So who the fuck do you think you are to come in and say, oh, well, this is this and that is that? if you were that good and that big and that better, you would just walk away.
The amount of shit that you guys do and think that you're not going to be held accountable.
By who, faggot? You? After the last 4 years of you stating shit that never came to pass? You? Or what? The FBI that you call on Canadians? Because obviously they don't have any jurisdiction in Canada. So you're going to call the FBI on Canadians like they're going to do something about it? Well, again, why don't you just follow it through? Why don't you just actually do something rather than just be a bag of hot air? A bagpipe of hot air. McKinnon. Aye, McKinnon. You be full of hot air. And all we gotta do is squeeze it out.
Everybody else is the ones breaking the law. You're fucking deluded.
Oh, yeah, everyone else is breaking the law. You hear that, everyone? Yuck! Everyone else is breaking the law. I just don't know what the law is, so I don't know.
Let's fuck all of you. The amount of shit that could have been done already and could be still, and I ain't scared of shit or nobody because I'm not important.
That is a lie. I got word from the motorcycle clubs that you fucked with that, yes, you are scared. Very much. So, yes, you are scared, and especially of them because they're, very close to where you are. It is unfortunate you are with your parents right now because now you're bringing this on to them. But, hey, they're the ones that know where you are. You're the one that keeps fucking spouting this shit. And you're the one who's going to eventually have to deal with this shit. I don't have to fucking raise a finger. I personally love just commentating on this sort of thing, on a beautiful episode of Power Trip. But I don't have to do shit. Dude, you're the one who's fucking cornered there. You have it back to the fucking ocean. Literally. Another homosexual song? Just come out and fucking... Just start wearing eyeliner. I should say eyeliner. Eyeliner, just fucking make, blush. That's fine. It's cool, dude. Dye your beard pink. Just come out and admit it, please. And, to be quite honest, I think Joe Cronin is actually a lot less gay than you are. I think this is Madonna as well, but let me try to fast forward. All he's doing is just looking in the camera and just posing. That's just the gayest thing ever. Okay, blah, 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 and finally we're fucking done. All right, let's continue. Shout out to the Foulmouth one himself, Foulmouth Ken in the chat, Latino Yeet Holmes. Let's continue. So much to cover. So much to cover. And, let's do it. So, I don't think I saw this one. Dear Garguts, you deluded psycho. Oh, hold on. Had it muted. I gotta show this photo. This is just... I haven't shown his fucking ugly mug in a long time. But, come on, people. Come on. Come on, Ken. This is not acceptable, Ken. We're going to call this Skunt Ugly. Shit, that wind is building up again. Hopefully, my, Jesus Christ. Hopefully, my power won't cut out. So, let's get to ugly skunt image. And, okay, so this is the image that I'm being forced to look at as I play this clip.
Man, I am so...
building up again. Hold on. Hopefully, my, I closed my browser inadvertently. Let's try this once more. There we go. And here we go. I said, here we go. Okay. Well, third time's the charm.
Man, I am so fucking sick and tired of the fucking bullshit that comes out of each and every one of your psychotic loser mouths, man.
Which would then indicate for someone of maturity to just walk away. I can't stand what you're saying. Well, then walk away. It's as simple as that. Walk away. Well, you don't own anything in this community. Nobody owes you anything. Nobody likes you, except those trolls that were playing you. Now you're going up against Shid, by the way. You've made videos about him. You talked about Tab. So all these people that supposedly supported you against me, scumbags that they were, now we're going against you. And you're going against them. Yes.
Garguts, you're sitting there. You barely fucking can survive to live, sitting there drinking all fucking day. Maybe it's time for you to go to rehab like I did. And you're...
But... Hello, Kettle. This is the pot.
Your fucking deluded mind blaming me for shit that I'm not doing with the rest of the fucking sheep out there. Like, how many of you losers online sit there in these discords talking about me and making false accusations?
I never go into the fucking FMN Discord. I should actually more often, because there's a lot of stuff that actually gets posted there, but I hardly ever go in there, and only go in there when I'm reminded. It's like, oh shit, that shit does exist. Because again, I'm on direct connection with Ken. I don't need to fucking go through that shit. I can just contact him directly. You know, because we're not fake friends. You fuck.
Every waking day of your lives. You know what's sad about this shit? I don't even fucking mention Garguts. Could give a fuck about a show, and I happen to turn it on because once in a while I have to go into these chats.
To be the police. I don't break the law. I am the law. I am the community law.
To see what the fuck is going on.
Okay, yeah, I did. You know what? When I sailed away, I did that a couple of times. I actually checked out the chat of Joe Cronin and stuff, and I saw a lot of anti-Dave stuff. But did I jump in like a pussy like you and start to say, but about this? I'd be like, okay, well, Joe's on his, similar fashion, and he's going to continue to slander me and stuff. But hey, I've sailed away, and yeah, I could check in from time to time, but am I going to get myself involved, start making videos, commenting on video? No, why? I know I'm right. And I know also that eventually time will prove me correct. Guess what? Time did prove me correct. But I'm not in no rush. I mean... Actually, in fact, shout out to Travis in the chat there, but in fact, I'm more patient than the Chinese. How about that? And less inept. And I produce better quality material as well. So, suck it. Let's continue.
And because I get a little bit of a inkling that I'm probably being accused of shit, and boom.
Is that when your scunty sense is tingling?
Whoa, man, my scunty sense is tingling. Feels like I'm wearing a shitful diaper, and it's just rubbing against my ass, man. Tingly.
Boom. Lo and behold, it goes on in Bullfrog's chat, Garguts' chat, and what do?
Hold on, who's obsessed again? Who's obsessed again? So you're jumping from all these different channels around. You spin me right round, baby, right now. And who's obsessed about you? Could it maybe just be that you're projecting yet again and that you are obsessed with others? I think it is, but let's continue.
Still, blame Scotty. I could be laying in a fucking casket and these deluded, obsessed, psychotic fucks would still say it was me. My ghost must have been Scott's ghost, man.
No, that's only your delusion.
Contact his sister, man.
No, she contacted me, and also, she loved my cake.
But meanwhile, I uploaded a video of Dave and YR drunk as fuck on Dave's drunk Michael Jackson stream.
So that 4-hour, 12-minute stream, I believe, where I was waiting around for Ken to fucking get his ass into gear and never did. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm already fucking drinking. Let's fucking have some fun. I can't have some fun. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. You're the community police. You're the one that gets to go around like a rent-a-cop faggot, can't see his own dick in the mirror, to say, oh, you can't be having fun, so you can't be drunk, Dave. How dare you be drunk? Ignore all my fucking previous fucking drunken escapades where I literally, held up police resources illegally. See, I know the law, you don't. Illegally for some frivolous statement, but no, Dave Rose, he can't get drunk. No, how dare you get drunk? And you must be getting drunk on rum. On Captain Morgan's. And Captain Morgan's is low quality shit. Which makes sense because this is obviously the only brand he probably knows. But I don't drink that shit. I can't even remember the last time I drank rum. Because it's just not my thing. But yeah, just keep fucking flapping your gums there.
Dream, talking about your death, Garguts. With a picture of you up. Who talks about Garguts? Tony, Dave, and Wire. Oh,
I've talked about him a couple of times. He's not a big deal. I mean, he's just a tertiary player at most, maybe. I know that you wouldn't understand that word, Scunty, but he's not that important. He does, do stupid things from time to time that must be addressed. But that's no different from you commenting on other people. But then again, I guess it's rules for thee, not for me. Let's continue.
the fucking time. Who got the fucking laugh tracks, Tony?
What, you getting jealous of the fact that you can play sound clips?
The people in the chats doxing Ken are the people that work around him that hate you guys, that talk about you guys on air all day. The snakes are all within. Wake the fuck up. Stop accusing me, motherfuckers. It ain't me. If I wanted to do it, I'd do it. I'd hold up a fuck.
You know what actually might prove your point is that you don't even comment on these videos. You delete your channel, keep it deleted, and just never comment, never expose yourself again. And that might actually convince people, hey, shit, I haven't seen Scott in ages. I doubt he's even around. This can't be Scott who's pulling this bullshit. You know, that's how usually smart people would do it. But you're obviously not smart.
Fucking paper right here with your fucking address on it. You fucking idiots. I'm fucking sick of this shit, man.
Then go away. Nobody's holding a gun to your fucking head, you stupid piece of shit. You don't own any part of the community. You can't garner enough support because even the trolls that were supposedly supporting you, now you're shitting on and they're attacking you. You have nothing here. You have no ownership. At most, you're a renter of a fucking basement apartment. And now your fucking landlord told you, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you around here. You have no power. And you're just full of hot air.
It ain't me, Garguts. Keep my name out of your fucking mouth, all of you. You fucking delusional cocksucking fucks, man.
Rules for me, not for thee. Again, you keep my name out of your mouth, but I'll keep talking about you all I want. Right?
Man, if I could get my hands on some of you fucking people. Fuck, man.
Thank you very much for that admission that you are basically limited with your impulse control and that you have violent tendencies. As such, now this, yet again, can be provided to law enforcement to show that even after going through rehab, we should have solved all these problems, right? You're now a new man. You've changed. And you're now still threatening violence on other people because you can't get your own way? Dude, I really do hope these motorcycle clubs fucking meet you. Let's continue. Okay, so what we get. So we are back. And yeah, nothing like a little good old windstorm to knock out your internet. But that's the way it goes here, living in the country. I'm going to refresh the stream here, see who we got watching. Let's see if maybe we can get them to come back here. Hold on. Stream's still going. Yeah, it looks like some people are starting to filter in. Yes, well, I didn't solve the technical difficulties. That was the internet company, I guess. But here we are. Let me see if I can alert people of this, but also I want to check a few things because Ken said he was going live. Oh, Ken is live, so that's probably where a lot of people are right now. Yeah, it's got 48 watching. But you know what? I'm going to keep going on this, whether there's people around or not, because it's got to be covered. And yeah, they're covering, you know, what's it called? Fucking UFC and stuff. That's great. You know, I'd love to be tuned in right now to watch it, but hey, delays got delays. I'm not going to fucking, you know, make another video tomorrow. I was on a fucking roll. Thankfully, we're back on, so let's just fucking keep going at it. So, we were going to review a video called 17 minutes more of content for Tony to record and review because he don't do drama no more.
Yo. The song goes out to Tony. Kalichi, Drug Addiction 2.
I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing it because I committed myself to making a show, to reviewing the stuff. And
Kalichi's a good artist.
Here we are.
He has some good songs.
And yeah, if people want to watch
I like
Ken
his
and
songs,
his
but
UFC
Addiction
stuff right
Part
now,
1 and 2.
awesome.
It's just that it's more about heroin, so it's more up Tony's alley. Tony is an addict, and you know he's coping with that, how he copes with it, but not really doing a very good job as a recovering addict, smoking all that weed. But
Hey, Kettle, this is Pot.
Tony got my videos recorded to review tomorrow. Videos that I uploaded 2 weeks ago, but were on private. Left me some comments, which I took videos of because I knew he'd delete his comments, which he did. But he talks about me taking my channel down all the time. Now, that's a strategy I used in the past because people in this community can't stomach the truth, and they have narratives and agendas to push in their little mafia groups. So they've been trying to censor me for years and took down how many of my channels? Report, medical misinformation, report anything they can. And I got all the videos of Vikings threatening that, and Vikings saying about the 14 felonies. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay? Because you know how many charges I could have charged on a lot of you already?
And
Still considering that, too. It's always an option.
it's always an option, but you've never chosen to use that option.
Always a big option in this community with a lot of you scumbags. But we'll see where it goes. Life is pretty shitty right now. You know?
Perhaps for you, that's why you're projecting it to everyone else.
I think it's shitty for everybody. It's a shame that this has to happen. Delusional people placing blame all over the place for
Like you. You're projecting.
people that aren't doing shit, but then they go and attack their families. You know, like Kenny Boy out there. I
Again
say
with
my
Ken.
piece, bro. I ain't scared of shit. I ain't scared of any one of you. I don't
That's a lie, actually. That's an absolute lie. I've got actual evidence that proves otherwise.
give two flying fucks. I'm not here to prove a point to anybody. I'm here to defend myself. And the people that need to watch this and hear it always do. And that's all that...
No. Let's rewind back to the days, the old days, when Dave Rose sailed away. And you know how he defended himself? By letting everyone talk their shit. And then when he sailed back into port, with jeers of many, but cheers of others, he allowed the public record to be seen for what it was. And he was proven correct. He did not need to make videos to prove himself correct. He allowed his own actions, aka Mr. Consistent, to speak for him. That's why I always say, deeds speak.
matters to me, buddy. That's it, that's all. That's all that matters to me. Review this, review...
If it's all that matters to you, that is basically the definition of obsession. Because you are obsessed and focused on one particular aspect.
Review my crotch. Alia, review it. Because you...
Well, then I would have to say that it was a botched male to female transition operation, and they totally ruined the potential for you to think you're a woman. And as such, it's terrible down there.
Love it. You love it. You crave me. Tony, counting how many times I take down my channel to avoid strikes.
Oh, really? Now you're admitting it. Okay, great.
Don't you mind my strategy there, Tony boy? I've been doing this for years, longer than you.
Basically, you're just telling YouTube right now, this is how I get around your system. So with a verbal affirmation and confirmation of your statement, not only are they going to potentially make some sort of new algorithm that would address this sort of thing, but they would probably take action on you because again, it's actually in the terms of service. If you bothered, I know that you don't like to read, many of these dolts don't like to read, but if you actually read in there, it actually says if you try to somehow circumvent our way of operating, then we're going to hold you accountable. Like, yeah, it's 110 pages long, but yeah, Dave Rose, he loves to read. He's a sponge for information. And also, he's not a certified speed reader, but he can do some things. So I can read a 110-page document within the hour, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. And that's trying to understand, not just reading words, but it's just like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? How does it imply this here? The things that he would never even think about. But again, I'm certainly different than him. We all know that. Mr. Consistent. Let's continue.
But review it, because you said the other day you quit drama, you're done with drama, bro. And then when you fucking forget because you got Alzheimer's from smoking too much weed, you're right back into the drama. You can't help yourself. Because you know nobody will watch you without drama, like most of this community and all of you, because you're all stuck on drama like children, like little children.
Says the guy who's making videos about people that aren't talking about him, and they're doing their own thing, and yet he's still obsessed with the desire to be part of the community.
And no one wants to watch unless there's drama. Fucking weirdos, bro. Imagine Dave the other day saying, Scott's like He-Man.
I guess it got to you there, didn't it, Scotty?
Without the liquor, he's like He-Man without the sword. Imagine of all people, Dave.
And that's a fucking great analogy. I mean, shit, I'm fucking genius when it comes to that, but, I mean, it was a really good point.
Dave, when you get on the Captain Morgan, you're coming to kill me.
Here again with this whole Captain Morgan. I don't like rum. I haven't drank it in fucking years. I don't remember the last time I've tried it. And I especially don't like the stuff that you are obsessed with, which is the fucking darker, I can't remember. There's all the different terms. Smoked rum, fucking, amber, dark, gold. It's just, that stuff, I definitely don't like. It reminds me of this thing called, what's it called? Oh my God. Blanking out here when I need it. It's basically, it's smoked sugarcane alcohol. It's very popular in Argentina. It's called Leggy, or at least that's the brand. And it's like syrup almost. It's fucking disgusting. And yeah, I've had some bad experience with that, but it's equatable to this, again, the Captain Morgan crap. That's low quality fucking rum. And I've tried different rums before. It's not like I'm not adventurous, but it's just like somebody asks me, what do I want? I'm not asking for a rum. So this is just more projection of yourself, because you're the one who fucking set yourself up on this alcoholic binge, mostly utilizing rum.
You're gonna have me killed, Minecraft, pay off crooked cops,
I still don't understand where the whole paying off the cops thing came from.
this, that. You're all big, brave, and tough. When you're on the Captain Morgan, if you're not singing Michael Jackson, that is.
Army Hardy, I only drink the ale, the beer. I don't drink the rum.
Right? Shut the fuck up, Dave.
No, you shut the fuck up, you fucking bitch.
Do a fucking 10-hour power trip. Is power trip over, Dave? You
No, this is my Christmas gift to you, Scunty. And here we are.
accomplished your mission, did you?
Well, yeah, actually, I broke you. Okay? That was the whole purpose. I wanted you to leave me alone. What did you do? After I broke you, you left me alone. Yeah, you've come back. You're starting to talk shit now and stuff. You're puffing out your chest, like I said in the past. Same phrase I've used in the past, Mr. Consistent. And, you know, full of hot air. That's why you're puffing out your chest. But you're powerless now because you were broken in front. Like, literally, how can I put this to you in a term that you'll understand? Maybe a wrestling term. But, you know, this is basically... I don't even know a wrestling term for this. Basically, I broke your back in front of everybody in the fucking community. Specifically me. Yes, other people helped. But you were going after me specifically. And I broke you. And you were forced. Your sister, of all things, your sister contacted me to talk about you. You were forced to run away with your tail between your legs to your parents' home to basically just try to find purpose again. Try to fucking get better. I mean, it's as simple as that. You can't argue that. Hold on. Let me go back to the chat here. A few people here. The hardcores. Goon says, circuit breaker in the local substation outputting. Don't tell me about that stuff. They need to fucking fix that, not me. J-Diz in the chat says, my B-day is Monday. Enjoying my weekend, man. Well, happy birthday, or preemptive happy birthday to you. Goon says, it sucks. It takes 24 hours to download recorded streams. Can't hear this on the flight. Well, there's other ways. Let's continue.
You accomplished your mission?
I did. The mission was to be left alone and, you know, to basically break you. There was multiple objectives in the mission. And I accomplished them. That's why I stated, again, Dave Rose doesn't waste his breath if it's not fucking true. Why would he do so? This has always been my strategy since, like, I was 12 or 13. It's just like, well, why am I even gonna fucking waste, because, you know, I look things analytically. It's like, you know, why do I waste my breath and energy on saying something that's not worth saying? So I'll just stay quiet. Obviously, this guy flaps his gum all he wants, but, you know, this is my logic compared to the imbecile that has illogic. Let's continue. And yes, I did break you, and I accomplished my mission, Scott.
Fuck off. Fucking.
You fuck off, Leahy.
Accomplished your mission, did you? You accomplished your mission?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck off. Fucking loser.
Loser. You went to rehab. That's basically the definition of a loser.
You finally got your 411 in tonight with the boys there, Dave. Do you feel popular and cool?
What's 411? Like 411 here in Canada is like Yellow Pages. It's like directory services. So Is that something different in American slang or hip hop slang? Because I'm thinking maybe it's a hip hop slang thing. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think of it, what's the 411? Yeah, that's right. I've associated with the blacks in the past. Don't worry about that. Yeah, what's the Okay, so he's saying what's the info? What's the deal? Okay, let's rewind a bit so I can, in my whitish ways, try to understand what, whitish, spickish ways. Well, in Argentina, it's ubiquitous because it's basically almost the same thing. But let's go through this here and see if I can figure out what the fuck's going on.
All big, brave, and tough. When you're on the Cap Morgan, if you're not singing Michael Jackson, that is, right?
Also, I forgot to mention this about the Michael Jackson. It's just like, no, I was actually drinking beer while singing Michael Jackson. And what do you got against MJ, okay? What do you got against MJ? Like, okay, there's obviously problems around that. But you can't deny the fact that the guy was literally one of the most talented individuals of the common era. It's hard to, sort of look through the entire situation, but the guy's a talented guy, and who else has the guts to fucking try Michael Jackson in this community? I haven't seen one yet. Apparently Blonin said he did, but he said he did it his own way, which is what's the point? Because it's like, aren't you supposed to try to emulate the guy that sings the song for karaoke? If if you have your own band, that's when you can do it your own way. But karaoke, you're trying to emulate the style of that person. So, despite my abysmal attempts to emulate Michael Jackson, no one else has done the same thing. And no one else has shown the courage to do the exact same thing. So, thanks for coming out, but let's continue.
Shut the fuck up, Dave.
You shut the fuck up. Who the fuck do you think you are? You were broken. You accepted your fucking slave name. You accepted being called Scunty. You called yourself Scunty. I broke you and made you accept your slave name. Nothing more to say about that. Let's continue. Also, again, wanksta. You call people wanksters. You also call Real Talk, the Metaphor Messiah, a sellout, an Uncle Tom, and not a real black, and yet you're playing hip-hop in the background. Let's continue.
Do a fucking 10-hour power trip. Is power trip over, Dave? You accomplished your mission, did you? You accomplished your mission?
Well, it might end up being 10 hours if I keep getting these fucking, internet blackouts and all this shit, but I'm here. I'm here to do the fucking job that I said I was going to do. Mr. Consistent. Let's continue.
Fuck off.
You fuck off.
Fucking loser.
In fact, fuck on. And yes, you're the loser. You're the loser that your sister told us about in school. In fucking reality. You had no friends. You were the quiet kid. Stop it. Just stop it. Let's continue.
You finally got your 411 in tonight with the boys there, Dave. Do you feel popular and cool now with the big boys over there, Margie and VP? Yeah, bitches. What's up?
Oh, you know what? I'm stupid, I guess. Well, it's hard to decipher the fucking blastering of this individual, but he's talking about the missing 411, not what's the 411. See, the problem is he's playing the hip-hop, he's acting like he's so cool, like, he's with it, and, he's hip and all that stuff, and you know me, I'm not fucking with it. I don't even know what it is. But, okay, so now I understand. He's talking about, me, finally got my missing 411 video in with those guys. They somehow accepted me. They were convinced, coerced to accept me to do a show with them. When they were the ones that wanted to do the show with me, they wanted to do that topic, and it was something that we all really found fascinating. But is that a jealousy again showing, Scunty? That these people want to be associated with me? the greatest asshole and evil person in the community, according to you, but they want to be associated with me. So does that strike you in some sort of manner that hurts? What exactly is it that inhibits you when it comes to this? Before we continue, let me quickly go to the chat. We got, let's see here. Anybody else? Derek apparently lost power as well. Let's continue.
Oh, bitches, what's up, my bitches? Yeah, VP in the house, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, hood boy VP with the big Nazi beard and bald head, bro. Yeah, G. What's up, homies? It's VP.
Fucking worse than Tony with the homies and fucking hood talk, bro. Anyway. Tony did
Stop sucking your teeth.
delete his comments as predicted. Him and Kenny Boy, yeah? Obsessed with Scatty Boy all day long.
But nobody's talking about you. Nobody's obsessed with you. Nobody wants anything to do with you.
Night. But yet they say I'm like clockwork and I'm the one falling for bait. What
You are. And yes, you do.
bait? There is no bait. The only bait is your delusional fit.
The bait is simply Travis putting a duck into the chat, and you are baited.
Fantasyland heads. But you fail to realize that because you just convince yourself that you're in this fucking world of amazing illusions, man, and you're always right. You're fucking absolutely delirious, man, all of you. It's so sad.
Says the guy that can't go away and has to make videos about this. Meanwhile, Dave Rose sailed away and didn't do a goddamn thing about it. So, yeah. Who's delusional? Yeah, I thought so. Let's continue.
Imagine Vikings. Foul people. I could have had his video that he cut on me taken down. I could have filed that with police, Minnesota police, easy.
There we go again. Minnesota police. Minnesota is a very large province. In fact, my apologies, American. State. Minnesota is a very large state. In fact, it's much larger than your native province of Nova Scotia. So, logically speaking, not just logically speaking, a simple fucking Google search figures this out, but there is no Minnesota police. There are several jurisdictions, several different organizations, both police and sheriffs, which if you had any understanding of American law, you'd understand the differentiation between the two, but you don't. But no, there is no Minnesota police. Let's continue.
Easily have him investigated for psychoticness. All kinds of shit could be done to a lot of...
Have him investigated for psychoticness. Well, I believe that the word that you're looking for is psychosis. But no, you would not be able to do that. You are, yet again, somehow thinking that you can, convince people that you know about the law when you don't, and tell them things that they'll supposedly believe and not check into. No, it's just so ridiculous. So ridiculous that you'd call, I want to report somebody on psychosis, man. And be like, hello, sir. I like, what's going on? Like, pathetic.
A lot of people. I don't know why you think it's all one-sided. You guys are all innocent. You guys know what you do. Dave, you do this shit for money online. You'll sell out fucking anybody for money online. You know that your family hates your guts. You're gonna see your...
Now more lies. Now more slander. My family hates my guts, huh?
nieces,
No, again, he doesn't even know my family members. He doesn't, nieces.
You gonna see your sister's kids there this Christmas, Dave, or no? Because I remember you told me personally that your family fucking hates you, right?
No, that is absolutely false. And it's been proven already that you hear things that you want to hear, and then you just say them, but they're not based in reality. So you just hear things that you want to hear. Everything you've just said up to this point is totally baseless and factless.
You're isolated. That's why you live with Daddy.
I'm isolated. Really?
He doesn't even remember who the fuck you are. It's the only family member that can stand you because you're a fucking asshole and a piece of shit, and you know it.
Says the guy who his own sister has admitted that he tried to spy on her while she was in the shower. That he did all these lies while she tried to help him. And that he purposely chose to not go back to Nova Scotia because he knew that he would be held accountable and forced to go through rehab. I think there's a substantial difference between you and me, Scunty.
I don't forget what you told me, bud, but you can...
No, see, the thing is, though, you hear what you want to hear. You're so delusional and mentally ill, which is why you should be in a fucking hospital, that you just want to hear whatever you want to hear. It's not reality. It's not what I said, but it is what you want to hear so that you can just try to push your narrative further.
Make up your little fucking lies and talk about my family and sister all day, though, right? Yeah.
And when did I do so? You can't point to that now, can you? Again, you got to cite your sources.
Dave, you're real cool, bro. Real cool guy.
Now, see, I'm not like Tony, and I'm not like you. I have no interest in being addressed as cool. I'm not calling myself cool, which is the most uncoolest thing ever. You know, I mean, if you're really cool, you don't call yourself cool. Now, if you're as good as me, people will call you cool, and they will follow you. So, it's as simple as that. But you never call yourself cool if you're really cool, you know. Even if you know you're cool, you don't call yourself cool. But you don't seem to understand that, do you? This is typical fucking, I want to be an attention whore. Like, pathetic.
Aye.
Again, also wanting to be cool. You think you're black? Listening to hip-hop. Then calling a black hip-hop artist an Uncle Tom and that he's not black. You think you're cool that way? Is that cool?
You gonna do a diner? Am I gonna wake up tomorrow to a little diner?
No. You get a power trip. Episode 20. Also quite the milestone.
Little forks and knives.
No, but who's the one that talks like a bitch? I never do these fucking impressions. This is fucking always him. Always being effeminate. Always being a closeted faggot.
Of course I am. Gotta dress it. Gotta dress it. All your little minions are running to you. David, please. We crave it, David.
They actually call me First Drama Emperor.
Please, we want to lick your little vagina ovaries, David.
No, vagina ovaries, no, that's not how it works. You clearly don't understand. Well, that makes sense because you're homosexual. You have no understanding of the female anatomy. But no, actually, I have quite a big cock. In fact, I wish that North American toilets were made a little bit better because it always seems to be that my rod touches the bowl, which is never fun. And then you got to wash it off and, you know, be prim and proper. But you would never know about that. You got an innie, Scott. You got an innie. And, you know, again, your obsession with me shows your homosexual proclivities. Have you informed your family about this? Are you going to share that, or at least hope, you know, wait until Christmas to tell, you know, to come out to your family?
David.
The little in behind the scenes Discord people, all those scumbags that Ken fucking accuses other people of being. I don't talk to a fucking soul anymore. Nobody.
Of course you do, actually. You do. This is already proven. And don't worry about how I can prove that, but yeah.
Nobody on Skype, don't need anybody, don't want to hear from nobody because I don't
That's false yet again.
trust a fucking soul, bro.
You shouldn't trust Microsoft, who owns Skype, but hey, you know, they're stupid.
Not in this community.
and you don't trust anyone in this community. So explain to me again why you're here. You got to set the record straight. Okay, well, what if you set the record straight and then people keep talking? You're just never going to go away. Is that what you're explaining? You just want people to say, oh, Scott was a saint. Okay. And then never speak about you again? But that's false, because then you say, why aren't you speaking about me? No, you've been revealed, faggot. You're a little bitch who is just desperate for attention. It's pathetic.
But you guys manifest me being here. You're the one in your
Nobody wants you here.
heads. You make me, right? I am your community. I created the fucking thing.
That's what you wish you were, but you're not this community. Quite the opposite. You're the bane of the community. Nobody wants you around. And they've actually made the effort to actually not deal with you. So it's very clear that people have made the effort to not even mention you, to just move on. But you're the bitch that can't move on. And people are having fun, and oh, they're fake friends. So you just can't say, without even mentioning anything, what a bunch of faggots. Like, look at these fucking faggots. No, you got to be like, no, man, I've got to make a video about it. My parents would be so proud to see that how obsessed I am about all these grown men on the internet whose dicks I want to suck. I mean, no, I'm not gay at all. I'm not a closet case. Let's continue.
Of course, Tony goes right over to Bullfrog Show tonight, too, after all those accounts are in the chat. And we know that, listen, I have my suspicions about the wire polls. Of course, Ken accuses me, but when Tony left me a comment yesterday in the video that I uploaded about Wire's poll churning on him, he said, the polls never lied. That kind of told me that Tony is making fake accounts to vote. That's pretty much what's going on there to vote.
Says the same guy who, for close to maybe a year and a half, was saying every month he knew who Lockjaw was. Yeah. Is that paranoia striking again there, Scunty?
Against Wire, I'd say it's Tony. Tony has a lot of accounts, actually. I kind of know that. He's created a lot of accounts. Tony does a lot of shit in his community. People like him, Shid, I think Cody Mastro.
Oh, so now you're turning on Shid. Because he was your biggest supporter. He hates me. Likes to make multiple accounts, which I always know that it's him. But he was supporting you a lot. So now you're turning on Shid. Interesting.
They do the innocent trolling sometimes, but I don't know what Cody's running his mouth about behind the scenes. I'd love to hear that, you little bitch. Never talked a word about you in my life, but like the sheep little coward you are, I wonder what you're saying behind the scenes, bitch.
I thought you said you weren't obsessed. Let's continue.
Well, a lot of you are just scum. Wandy.
Which is why you would continue to stay here, right? That's why you continue to stay here, because we're all scum. Now he's talking about a Wandy, who he said some very, I guess, bigoted, ethnically charged statements in the past. Since he's Arab from Dubai.
A lot of trolling comes out of him, too. It's a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit that I got recorded and I noticed in chats.
And have yet to use after 4 years.
Because I know what you people are.
Better than you. And you know it.
And it's fun to just record all your little fucking lies and patterns.
So you're admitting, again, that you're obsessed with all these people. You can't move on. Again, it's just unbelievable to me, personally, that I set such a great example that I sailed away, didn't comment, showed myself to be the superior being, came back, didn't even raise a finger, and blew everyone out of the fucking water with the fact that I got proven correct. Nobody can take that as a fucking example of how to fucking operate. It's fucking pathetic. Let's continue.
I have no doubt that...
Oh, more girly music. Great.
That, the whole credit card story, I never heard about this till yesterday with Wire, but Wire is a career criminal, and I wouldn't put it past him at all.
A career criminal. Well, then, he'd be making a career of it, right? Well, but he hasn't. So that is slender. Congratulations, Scunt.
There's been times in this community when Shell's gotten her bank account hacked into, me, myself.
You got hacked because you were so dumb enough to actually believe some sort of advertisement, and you admitted this, about investing in cryptocurrency where they took your money and then they disappeared. And that's where they got your info from. And then your account got, hacked and your identity got stolen and all that. That's where that came from. And actually was the second time. So logic leads us to understand that you did also something stupid as well, a get-rich-quick scheme. And involving yourself with some sort of nefarious party got your info out there where more scummy fucking bitches ended up stealing your identity. Nobody in this community had anything to do with that. Because, again, most of, people in this community aren't stupid enough to actually say, let's try to actually commit this illegal crime. It's not like, I don't know, they have the ability to track me through my internet connection. Fucking idiot.
Vikings was saying his shit was getting hacked the other day, his Facebook and stuff, which I don't know if it's true or not, but YR has been in this community 6 years, and I've noticed a lot of shit has happened in regards to attempt of hacking. Not like the time that fucking Marvin tried to hack into our Patreon that time, and I got the IP.
Are you trying to insinuate that my client is somehow connected to instances that have occurred to you, Mr. McKinnon? Please respond.
Address in Illinois, which brought me to a farm in Illinois in the middle of nowhere, by the way.
Brought you to a farm in Illinois? How? What do you mean? Are you some sort of hacker now? You're some sort of expert? So now you're berating people supposedly about doing these sorts of things, but now you're bringing this up that you have done this? And the information that somehow you accrued about Vikings brought you, again in quotations, brought you to a farm in Illinois? So who's doing what illegal again?
Just like Dave, when he logged into the Patreon, it said Acton, Ontario, and that's not where he is. So it's weird, these VPs that they use, unless it's this.
Oh, so you were, I guess, very interested about my location. So when I logged into the Patreon to help you out, you were looking at that address to be like, where's Dave Rose located? I'm going to get him. Well, we've already shown that you said Acton, you said Oakville, you said Hype. You are an idiot. You actually said multiple times in the past that you knew exactly where I was. You were going to have, remember, this Monday coming up, I'm going to have an aerial photo of your house. That came to naught. And you got exposed yet again as being very pathetic. Let's continue.
Where the internet service provider is, meh, whatever. Regardless, I got...
Not whatever, because you were obsessed with trying to find out where I was. You're like, I've got to find out where he is. You're pathetic. You're fucking pathetic. And it's not just me, it's many other people. You said that about JB. Remember when you did that to, you're like, propositioned people in your chat to find JB's address, and then they ended up doing that, and he quit YouTube? You remember that? I remember that. Pepper Ridge Farms remembers that.
I blamed for Colin Marvin's work, which I never fucking did. Never fucking did. Didn't even know he worked. Thought he was a fucking under-the-table laborer for all I knew. I get blamed for a lot of shit that I didn't do, though.
And you get blamed for a lot more shit that you did do. Let's continue.
Never called anybody's jobs. The only fucking time I called anything was...
Wait. That's false. That's absolutely false. Also, you've also propositioned for people to contact, amongst other people, because it was multiple, my former employer, which is hilarious. But you're saying, oh, somebody's got to contact his job and tell him what he's doing. Like, well, you actually said former job. So what? Hello? And you've also, again, done that with Ken. And you've done that with multiple other people. You can't hide from this. We've got an evidence marathon of close to 8 hours that proves this, as well as literally hundreds of hours of, shows that I've done, whether it be Drama Emperor, Power Trip, Drama Diner. So if you like that stuff, donate. Be sure to donate to my PayPal if you like that stuff. But regardless, Skunt, people like me more than you. Let's continue.
Homeland Security because Ken dared me to call there to prove that he was an agent there.
Okay, so you must have been 33, 34 at this time, I guess, when he dared you to do that. And that's what a 34-year-old man does, right? That's what a 34-year-old man does. When they're dared to do something. I triple dog dare you to lick that fucking frozen pole. That's what you're going to do? You're just going to say, yeah, I'll show you. So, a dare. That just... It nullifies anything that comes after that. It's as simple as that. There's no logic coming from you. I could go into logical explanations as to the layers of this, but it's just so fucking pathetic. It's like, oh, you dared me to do that. You dared me to jump off that bridge, but it's your fault that I broke my legs. But you're cognizant of your own actions, and you chose to take up this dare? No, the law sees it that you will not get any compensation, and you're going to have to pay for your own fucking health care. That's exactly what fucking happens in reality. Let's continue.
Or that he worked there and he didn't, which I could have charged him for too, but I...
You charge it? No, see, you still don't understand the law. What would you particularly charge him with? You're not in any authority to charge him with anything. You could potentially provide that information to law enforcement, and if they view it worthwhile of a charge, they, on behalf of the state, would charge Ken with some sort of violation. Could be federal, could be state, municipal, maybe. But they would do that on behalf of the state. You have no play in this. You don't get to just waltz into court, walking in like fucking Vince McMahon, be like, hey, judge, here's this piece of paper. I'm going to charge them with that. You don't understand the law, you dumbass.
I never did with his fake little badge. Because it's silly YouTube shit, I told him. There's been many times I've been asked, and they edited video Ken made. Highly illegal. Worse than what Prince ever did to Bullfrog with the
You
shit.
have no
Way worse.
play in that.
Way worse. And then I actually sent it to SEMO to say investigate him. SEMO told me all about it. You're a fucking joke, Ken. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking scumbag.
And you're obsessed with them. So I think that's a lot worse.
It's like Honey Chris editing that video, Dr. Brown, that you never told anybody about, but you showed me, right? When you put him in the classroom with kids, what is in it clip? Because you're sick and twisted and you have some obsession with pedo stuff, like a fucking weirdo. You've always...
Says the guy that was talking to kids. And he's going to try to argue it and all that. But this is the guy that is just clearly showing his colors.
Had an obsession with it, Ken. At least when I was on Omega, I was actually trying to bust the fucking weirdos that were jerking off on there. And
again, that if you think you're a vigilante, then you might want to look at the Canadian Criminal Code. That is considered legal. And also, what gives you the moral authority to do that? Because, let's be honest, you were recording yourself doing that. So, was it because of the entertainment purposes, or was it because you were actually hunting pedos? I think it's not hunting the pedos.
And I told a kid, yeah, I lost my virginity at 14, trying to relate with him, trying to help him. You all knew it.
I'm trying to relate to the kid. That's not the best. You can relate to kids much better than that. You know what? You want to know how to relate to kids? Ask them what their parents would think about that. Yeah, that wouldn't come into your head now, would it? Well, not into your lower head. Or Upperhead, for that matter.
what I was doing on there. You guys used to love my Omegle shows, man. Ken, you're the one that came to me asking for help with DJ Forever Playground, aren't you? Remember that? And I did, and I got comments from girls and how old they were on there with DJ Forever Play. Remember that, Ken? When you and your wife went to child services or whatever over this guy? Remember, Ken? When you used to ask me for help?
Remember, Ken?
And then you try to paint somebody as that? You're a scumbag, bro. You got nothing, so you try to edit fucking clips and out of context clips on everybody, and that's all you get off on because you're a fucking piece of shit, dude. And what you're doing is illegal. And again, when
You're going to have to cite laws to prove that it is.
Joe had that video up in Drama God, it was taken down. I could have had charges pressed again and again.
No, you couldn't have.
But I never did because
You're not the prosecutor. You know,
it's silly.
we call it the Crown Prosecutor here. I don't know what district, prosecutor, whatever the fuck they call it in America. And I still got to go through the test to become American, but
YouTube shit. But if we ever want to go there, if you guys don't stop with this fucking bullshit, we sure.
if you guys don't stop, nobody's fucking been talking about you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody wants anything to do with you. If you don't stop it, stop what?
Really can, because I don't give a fuck. Number one, I could care less. I take accountability for
Which is why you're making these videos, right?
everything that I do. Don't give two fucks. Don't give a fuck about jail. Don't give a fuck if someone wants to come.
Well, if you don't give a fuck about jail, I think your therapist needs to know about that, because that would be indicative that you have not learned anything from rehab, that you, for you, the ends justify the means, and you're willing to burn the world down. That's not a good thing for somebody who apparently is recovering from alcoholism. This, in fact, could be presented to your rehab, provincial doctors, the police, and they could find it within their authority to actually take action and take you in. I mean, you're basically admitting this, scunt.
Kill me over silly YouTube shit, then let them.
Silly YouTube shit that forced you somehow at gunpoint to threaten people's lives, to call into their work, to try to get them fired, to threaten their families. That's what it is.
Because this world is shit right now. It's heading towards a fucking nightmare. And I have more to fight against in this world.
Which is why you come back to the community and talk about this shit, huh?
In my life than any of your fucking bullshit on air. It's probably why Nicky left too. He's probably got more real shit to worry about in his life. It's probably why a lot of people are getting tired of this shit. Certain individuals don't, though. Certain psychotics like Ken. You know, I came back to this community, and in Tony's delusional head says that I fucked it up when that's not the truth. I came on that stream, apologized to people, even apologized to Chili Cheese J. Whether he takes it or not, that's not my, I don't know, and I don't care. I said a stupid little thing just like I said about Himmel one time, in a jokingly manner. Yeah, he's pedo, whatever. Himmel forgave it, moved on, never heard from him again, big deal, right? But what?
That's false. It's not a big deal, and the guy basically decided to disappear because of all the fucking harassment that you, particularly amongst other people, were giving him. You're a fucking liar. It's disgusting.
What does Ken do? You guys support the shit that Ken does and what he did to me in that edited video? That's a lot fucking worse, way worse than what even Prince said to Bullfrog about him and kids and all this stuff, right? And about his niece. I mean, Ken is on there, he was on there crying and trying to justify over Prince when Ken's fucking said that shit about Bullfrog and his niece himself and everybody in the community. Oh, but when they do it, it's a different context to when they do it, right? It's all different. It's all different when they do it. Everything. There's always an excuse and no accountability ever fucking taken on that side because yours are cowards. You're afraid to take accountability because you're afraid of everything, your own shadow, because you're cowards. Period. Cowards.
You're just projecting. You're cowards, you hear?
He-Man without the sword, eh?
Yeah, it was a great analogy, and it worked very well because it triggered you to respond to it. Again, Scott, I win here. I win. I got you to respond to me.
Put the fucking Captain Morgan down.
That's your fucking choice of very, very poor quality style rum. In fact, I've had rum given to me that's straight from Cuba. Good quality fucking rum. It's got no brand because it's straight from the fucking factory. And that's the good stuff. It's white, though. Again, white is right. Now, you don't seem to understand what you're talking about, Scunty. But let's continue.
Fucking on here to impress a bunch of fucking people with disabilities and fucking trolls. Yeah, ooh, what a light.
I'm getting confused. Am I picking on people with disabilities or impressing them? That's always the, sort of dichotomy that we seem to get from Skunt. Also, dude, just come out of the closet, man. This music is so gay.
You know, I remember all the biker accounts and all the fake biker accounts and all the fake this and that was going on. Trolling Melky, trolling this community, yeah. Remember around that time when Vikings did a Hell's Angels stream? Remember that? Because I do. It's still on his channel. Thought it was funny to crop out photos of Ric Flair and stuff and put them in the Hell's Angels vest. Thought
What the fuck are you now talking about?
it was a big troll job. I don't know, I just find that weird, considering that there was those vroom vroom accounts around and stuff. Just seems a little, I don't know, odd, especially how Vikings likes to go around to other communities like Purple Army, and yeah, he trolls quite a bit.
Well, I have no idea what you're talking about, but how do you know he's in other communities? Are you stalking him? Interesting. Seeking that cock out, eh? Is your anus a little bit wet? Are you presenting?
Huh? I don't know, I think there's some correlation there. Yeah. But anyway, and I see what you're doing, shit, with your 1,000 of accounts too. Listen to her.
How the tables have turned. How the tables have turned. Shid, once a great supporter of me while I was working with Scott McKinnon, then turned his back and supported Spock McKinnon. Well, close enough, I guess. To go against me. And then now Scott is obsessed and paranoid about all the different accounts that obviously a troll would make. And he's now shitting on him. How the tables have turned.
There's so many trolls, man. There's not just one or two. There's so many. And they sure as hell ain't me.
But you did embolden them. And you also did associate with them. And you tried to raise an army to go against me, your first Draba Emperor. And obviously failed miserably, but you're the one who raised these barbarians to fight for you. And once you weren't around, they, decided to run around and try to run roughshod and make themselves seem cool and with it. But it was very evident from the beginning who they were, even when they changed their name. Right, Shitty Boy? Right, Shid?
Because when I gotta say something, I say it myself.
Well, you are pointing the camera towards the headboard of your bed. Sounds authentic, but let's continue.
Just like this. But anyway, keep living in delusional fantasy land and acting like children as grown men online every fucking day of your lives.
Okay, Officer Dumbnuts. I mean, are you going to keep patrolling the community to make sure people are acting the way you think that they should act? Like, under what authority, you fucking faggot? Get the fuck out of here.
It's real fun, man. I'm sure it's a blast. I could give a fuck. Ken thinks in his delusional head that I'm mad I don't get accepted here. I am happy I'm not accepted in this fucked up place.
Then why are you here?
Because there's nothing but liars and scumbags and a bunch of karma waiting to hit all of you.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You have no comprehension of karma. And also, you attempt to utilize Christ to associate with karma. Those are two different religious beliefs. And you just are throwing out words, hoping that people are just going to believe your shit, which must have been your strategy throughout your life. But you've been exposed and broken here on YouTube, of all places, which is kind of pathetic. And, we're just going to continue doing that.
And I don't know why you didn't learn your lesson on that already.
More explanation to his mental state. I don't know why you didn't learn your lesson. Let's rewind a bit. Hold on.
Well, fuck, Ken thinks in his delusional head that I'm mad I don't get accepted here. I am happy I'm not accepted in this fucked up place. Because there's nothing but liars and scumbags and a bunch of karma waiting to hit all of you. And I don't know why you didn't learn your lesson on that already.
So this is essentially indicating an appeal to moral authority, logical fallacy, where he's sort of positioned himself into that, which is I don't know why you didn't learn your lesson. What does that basically translate to? Is that I showed you all this shit, you disbelieved me, and you didn't learn your lesson. So now I'm back to continue to teach you because I'm the moral authority, I'm the community police, and I'm going to teach you how to think. You're going to accept me whether you like it or not. That's what he's literally stating. Whether he wants to accept it or not, subconsciously, that is what he is literally stating. Which just goes to show the obsession that this individual has. Let's continue.
But you take care, okay? Review my anus. I'll bend over for you.
Yet again, your focus on male genitalia and your desire to be, I don't know what's the word, to have coitus with another man, it's obviously quite blatantly homosexual. So you can't really ignore this. This is, so many people could think of other ways of sort of trying to insult other people, but if that's what you're trying to do, it doesn't come out good. It sounds like you're projecting, really, because I think you've got a secret.
Good night and goodbye.
Keep showing your
Funny.
headboard.
Hold on. I just find it funny that Wire got that slap in the wrist still. Frames a guy. Completely frames a guy. Gets fucking Ken to flip the fuck out on Tony. Complete frame job. And Ken forgave him for the narrative. Wire fucking trolls Ken every day, and Ken is in denial that he does it still after that. Goes and blames me when we know damn well it was Wire, loves to get a reaction. Ken must have watched that. I put the Me Old Man Davian Young commentary up again. I put that up again, the DCW wrestling. Ken versus Joe, remember that? I think Ken watched that again the other day because in it I said Ken is talentless. And he had to mention me learning piano and guitar, like that's a bad thing. Like,
He's not talentless, though. That's what you're just projecting.
fucking just weird things that he says, bro. You're just
bizarre.
a weird person, Ken.
It's
period.
weird. It's bizarre. You're turning
Like,
into
bro.
Joe Cronin. Thank you.
Like, I drank and I was fucking crazy on air, yeah.
And now you stop drinking and you're still crazy. So I guess since we've eliminated the alcohol, logically speaking, the problem is you. Thanks for coming out. Let's continue.
was fucking an alcoholic, bro. Like, I had troubles. I don't do...
Had as in past tense? Past tense? Now, I think you can't see beyond your nose, but you will. We'll get you a good pair of glasses.
do this shit or dream of this shit soberly. You're fucking just a strange bird, bro. All around. Fucking weird, man. Go talk about Joe's finances and his life like you know it somewhere, man. You sound like a bitter fucking weirdo every time you mention
Says the guy who continues to make videos. Yeah, good job.
Joe or me. It's the truth, bro. And people aren't gonna fucking tell you that because most people that are on your side are on your narrative and they're
No, I'll criticize Ken off and on air.
just as deluded and fucking obsessed as you are. Such
Says the guy who's obsessed with making videos on Ken.
a fucking shame that this is how you're spending your fucking 40-year-old fucking years, man.
Your 40-year-old fucking years. Okay, so what would you suggest, Skunt? What, should Ken be spending his 40-year-old years perhaps golfing, I don't know, doing barbecue in his backyard, like posing for photos that you would see in a magazine? What's the typical stereotype for 40-year-olds? I don't know, buying khakis that go up to their tits. What else? Cruise ships. Yeah, cruise ships. There we go. So Ken and Shannon, waving to the camera as they're, on a cruise ship. Like, what exactly are you proposing here? Can you be a little more specific, please? Let's continue.
Like, what a joke. Your fucking daughters must be embarrassed to fuck, man. Imagine taking your father to work day for Ken. Imagine that. Man, I work at the garbage compound or something. I'm garbage.
Or something, so you don't really know what it is, do you? So you're just making it up at this point. Okay.
Truck driver, and I come online every night, take out my anger on YouTube trolls and scream and yell and shout and blame people.
No, he doesn't. Also, the guy's almost reached 20 years of working for the same company. His severance is going to be fucking great.
Blamelessly and fucking, I live in delusional land and hang out with fucking kids and trolls online all day.
Imagine. Ken went on about me and Omegle, yet he talked about fucking sex on Meat Locker with fucking Sausage and Shots Fired Christian, who were 16 and 15 all day long. It's fucking 10 times what I was trying to do helping a fucking kid get the fuck off of online weirdos.
That's
Imagine.
questionable.
Ken, you're such a fucking projection artist, dude. Anyway, peace out, you fucking weirdos.
You're projecting yet again. That's what you're doing. Also, this is now Kenny, the delirious, pathological, lying child who's obsessed with Scott and Joe.
What's truly fucking sad is Kenny Morrison, waking up in the morning to Kenny Morrison, watching every one of my videos, commenting on my irrelevant no traction channel that I take down pretty much every day and could give a fuck about, comment with his psychoticness in his head. I can picture him there, sitting there at work or ignoring his family out in the garage, watching my videos, going, eat another fucking hamburger. Like, you're a fucking delirious, deluded, projection psycho, Ken. I don't need affirmation online from these people like you do.
Which is why you're here.
Are you gonna let it sink in, bro? You're going on about rehab doing wonders for me. It did do wonders, Ken. I don't fucking drink and I don't have to down bottles of fucking Fireball all weekend like you do. I don't have to come online and hang out with fucking children and fucking registered sex offenders like you do. And scumbags that frame people and steal off people like you do. Hanging around with those people, Kenny boy, and convincing everybody else that everybody else are the bad guys. Everybody but our crew. We're all saints and good people over here in our fucking private discords all day. Oh, yeah. Oh, woo, Kenny boy. What a fucking loser, bro. Like, you have no idea how fucking pathetic you truly are, do you?
Which is why you're here telling us about it. You're so obsessed. You're the community cop.
But you think you got all the affirmation and you're right and you're tough and you're a cool
Stop using the words that I use.
guy because you got all the approval of these fucking weirdos online. Yeah, man. Woohoo, Kenny, celebrate. I could give a fuck about YouTube, and I think that's what makes you the maddest, is
Which is why you're here.
that you have to do everything online to get a little bit of rise out of yourself and feel relevant or worthy in your life. Your family's not good enough for you. The fact that you have daughters and a wife and you think you should be happy and living your life, but no, you have to come online and let all your angers and insecurities and lies and delusions out on people because you're a fucking scumbag who doesn't learn from karma, who never fucking learns until karma.
No, see, that's not how karma works. That's not how karma works. I wish Travis TLC was here to discuss this with me. But that's not how karma works. You're fucking retarded. You are coming from the position of vindictiveness, where you think that, oh, if somebody doesn't adhere to what you say, you have to be punished. So you think, in your mind, karma is punishment. And it's totally different from what you're even conceiving, which just goes to show how ignorant and stupid you are. But it's pathetic as well.
Karma strikes him directly. that you are in the wrong, Ken. You need to shut the fuck up.
You need to shut the fuck up. Why? Like, if karma, again, the proper karma is that, no, you follow your path. And at the end, when you expire, you will learn what karma is. So you're not going to dissuade somebody from doing what they're going to do. You're going to say, I have an alternative, but I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to proselytize my views. You're going to do you. I'm going to do me. And at the end, if your choice was not the right one, then you're going to know about it. That's how it works. This guy's no clue about Eastern philosophy or Christianity, for example. He's actually trying to merge them together, and he's failing miserably.
Like every day, bro, you're leaving me comments where you tell people my channel's irrelevant and lie and lie and lie through
That's not a lie. It is irrelevant.
your teeth, but say I'm the fucking liar.
You are a liar.
You are a fucking delirious, psychotic fuck, bro. But it's
And that's why you're here yelling.
like, what bothers you the most is when people use comedy on you, I know, because you're looking for a rise out of people. You purposely lie pathologically to get a rise out of people because you hate yourself when you're screaming. So you like to watch other people scream and yell and shout. So what do you have to do to get a rise out of people? You have to fucking lie through your teeth and then say that they're the liars because you know that'll drive them nuts, right? So this gives you the rise. You made a fucking comment on a video of mine where the music plays over for the last little bit. I literally could have edited that out, but I thought it was fucking hilarious, and I knew you would make a comment about it. You're so fucking predictable that I left that up with the music blaring over
No, actually, you're the one who's so predictable because we all knew you were coming back because you just couldn't let go.
my voice because it is funny and I laughed, and you're sitting there, LOL, your computer's even telling you to shut up. You're so predictable, bro. You really are that fucking fat kid when we were kids playing the video games going,
And you, as your sister confirmed, are the little quiet kid who's in the corner, who isn't invited, who nobody wants to be a part of. You're that small kid who yearns for inclusion but never gets it. That's you. So yeah, the fat kid. You know, it sounds very similar to the, you know, the whole story you've concocted. Like, oh, there was a, because this is what he told me. And unlike you, Skunt, I can remember properly the facts. But you told me there was a kid in your school that reminded you of me, and that JP from Grandma's Boy reminds you of me. So you put all your hate into JP and basically associated him with me. So, and obviously this is from reality because whoever it was, you know, again, that reminds you of me, that just basically embarrassed you, was just happy-go-lucky, didn't give a fuck about pieces of shit like you, you know, really got to you. And you were just like, you couldn't stand it, but you never did anything about it because you're a pussy. So there must have been somebody else in your life who might have been like Ken, the big fat guy, the big fat happy guy who was always laughing. Nobody had a problem with him. Everyone wanted to be around him, hang around with him. Nobody could fuck with him because he could fuck you up. And that's the reason why you don't like Ken, because he reminds you of somebody else in your youth, where they somehow probably punked you off by just being themselves, and you never got one up on them. So you've always tried to use some sort of association with somebody in reality to have a, you know, an analogous type role. Let's continue.
I won. You are a fucking loser, bro. Child up here.
Who says you're a loser all the time? Losers. Fucking children. Oh, you're a loser. Based on what? I mean, like, what's your definition of loser for one? And more importantly is that, could you not be a little more concise if you really want to be insulting, if you want to be hard-hitting? Would you not be a little more, or I should say a little less ambiguous and really just hit the nail on the head? But just saying, you're a loser. That just sounds like, again, a fucking playbook fucking response from the little sad, lonely boy that never had anything to do other than just, stand in front of the mirror at home once he got home from school and pretend like he was fighting off the bullies that the supposed bullies that would make his life supposed living hell. All right, so let's continue here. We have a few more to respond to.
Oh my, oh my.
This one's called A Video Response to Today's Agenda-Driven Delusional Scumbags. Oh my, oh my. Go ahead, Scunty. You have the floor.
Oh my, it just does not end. Doesn't fucking end. Do you guys get enjoyment out of this?
Not really, but sometimes, I guess.
Do you sit down and get enjoyment out of lying every day and projecting and projecting and projecting? Or are you really that delusional? Now, I know you're delusional, but are you that delusional? Are you really that delusional that you just repeat everything that I say and try to use it against me? I don't know.
Ken's not mellow. Come on.
Danny MT on Tony's show.
Oh, so there's now problems with Danny MT? Interesting.
Now, before we get into it, because he says he spoke to my sister, and then when my sister went to talk to him, like, what the fuck are you talking about, Danny? Go drink another one, bud. And try to convince people on air that you only drink once a week. You're a fucking alcoholic. You need rehab bad. And you're a racist. Admit it.
Says the guy that called Real Talk and Uncle Tom and Sellout. He actually called that to Heist as well. But, yeah, he's used words that could be equated to the same thing, to be honest.
Admit it, racist. Okay? No, we're going to get into that, but... something I noticed is, I told you guys before, anybody that's old school, back during my streams, that we had Russian hackers or Russian people watching. I had Russian accounts all the time on Skype trying to add me. Just weird Russian connections around. And I just assumed like people were watching us from Russia, which still could be possible, but, because we do get people from the UK and Australia and all kinds of fucking trolls from all over, but, now with the Danny situation and just putting that Russian connection together, Danny's been in this community for a long, long time. And now he wants out. Or he says that anyway. But, I know Danny makes up other accounts, has multiple times, and trolls the fuck.
See, I can't even confirm this, but sounds delusional.
Trolls and trolls and trolls. And, it's become quite evident to me that Danny was some of these Russian accounts back a couple of years ago that I recall on Skype now. All this Russian connection and hacking, weird trolling shit that I was always suspicious about, that's all Danny MT. I just realized that. But anyway, Danny, I have no idea what the fuck you're going on about with my sister, dude. My sister's never fucking talked to you. Maybe she's talked to me, you, and Alan on the phone, on a Skype call at the same time. Maybe. I remember it was me, Alan, and somebody. I didn't think it was you. Maybe it was, though. I don't know. Maybe it was. I thought it was Tab, but anyway, other than that, I don't know what the fuck you're doing trying to contact.
Did you hear that? Thought it might be Tab. Now. Excuse me. That's another individual who's gone after me after I split with Scott a long time ago. And although they showed support for both of us at the same time, then they associated with Skunt. But now, apart from Shid, we have Skunt going after Tab. The whole world's crumbling down around you, isn't it there, Skunty?
Contact my sister, buddy, and worrying about fucking my family. You need help. I went to rehab, dude. Don't worry about my motherfucking life.
But you're here making these videos.
You need motherfucking help. Okay? Big time. So hopefully you're going to rehab and not actually Russia. But anyway, It's quite funny how many times, no matter how much I put a video out, no matter how, this is why people don't want me in the community, because how much proof I've shown in the past.
No, that's not the reason. The reason is because you're psychotic. Nobody wants to be around you. And when they purposely try to make that space so that they're not around you, you are desperately sort of forcing that interaction with you when people have no desire to be around you.
And how much evidence and how much recording I will do on chats just to prove that I'm being falsely accused and lied about constantly. They hate seeing that truth. Ken has hated the truth from day one when I exposed him to the entire community about fucking talking shit behind the scenes about Joe.
And if that was the case, then why does he have as many subs as he has now? Why is he getting all these donations? Why is he having, all these plethora of shows? Can you explain that?
Cronin, he swears a lot of things. Ken says a lot of shit that ends up being proven a lie. Just like you, Tony, just discovered that Ken lied, didn't he? Again, saying that he never comments on my shit, my irrelevant no traction channel. And you're just discovering for the first time that these accounts are really Ken after I put videos out weeks ago showing that it was really Ken, taking me to his channel. And now just today, you actually have the nerve to say, oh, I had to do the investigation for myself and it took me to Ken's channel. Wow. When you've left comments weeks ago already saying, oh my God, the real Ken. You already knew this and you're acting like it's a new thing that you discovered today. So that tells me, Tony, that you are so far gone up here from the weed and probably the heroin that there's no logic with you. There's no point in even trying to discuss anything with you. You have a fucking piece of cardboard basically in your brain at this point. You're a fucking brick wall with no logic, no sense. You got Alzheimer's and dementia. You're fucking gonzo, bro. You are gone. I don't know how anybody even stomachs wants to talk to you, wants to support you at all. You are insanely delusional, so far gone, so forgetful. It's insane. I've never seen a case like you, bro. But you really gotta get off the weed.
Well, Dr. McKinnon, I didn't realize that you were in the building. I would have welcomed you sooner because of your PhD and such.
You have an addiction like I've never seen before, bro. You might be better off going back to heroin for fuck's sakes, man. You're such a loser. And you're gonna sit there and call me fat? Bro, I lost 30 pounds since rehab. Yeah, I was a bit chubby there. Me fat? Did you see my videos working out in the gym, Tony?
That's also kind of gay. I mean, when you're insisting that people watch your workout videos, yeah.
1 or 2 videos of your kicks, by the way. But you're just a weird, delusional fuck, too. I mean, I got so much recorded today from the chats. Can't wait to put that up. Keith Rebarber, the registered offender, who likes to show his pubes on air. I might put that video up, too.
That's not illegal to show your pubic hair on air. Like, oh, he likes to show his pubic hair on air. Ooh. Okay. Are you stupid?
Maybe we should send that to the Florida police, too. See what they think about that.
Case number 2, which I was talking about earlier, is that there is no Florida police, you fucking faggot. We've already gone through this when you tried the same shit in the past. There's no Florida police, you stupid fuck. It's a large state. It's bigger than... Let's see here. It's not as big as New Brunswick. Actually, you know what? It is about the size of New Brunswick. Land mass. But what the fuck are you talking about? Let's rewind a little bit.
I put that video up, too. Maybe we should send that to the Florida police, too. See what they think about that.
By this point, if you were this greatest hacker that you claim to be, you'd know the name of the actual police chief as to the district where Keith resides. But you don't. You just say, the Florida police. Now, when we laugh at you due to your lack of knowledge on the law, we're rightfully doing so. because you have no knowledge about the law. And when you state these sorts of things, we all laugh at you because it's fucking pathetic.
See if we can get a little visit over to the group home that you're in so you can stop doing the shit that you do online, Keith.
What can you cite a law that some sort of crime that he's committing? So what you're doing is, because you're so stupid about the law, you're saying, oh, we need to use the police forces to intimidate someone so that they don't go online and even say anything about me, because that's equated to these, illegal acts that apparently he's committing.
You want to sit there and fucking accuse me of being a community loser who's been around? That account's been around.
So if you accuse somebody of being another account, what law is that breaking exactly? That warrants calling the police on them?
For years, and it's come at me multiple times. I got that recorded where these are making accusations as I'm typing as myself, and that's why I do those things, the typing shit.
Because you're gay and stupid. Yeah, we know.
People make fun of that like it's something. Oh, this is funny. It should be a meme.
No, it's just gay and stupid. We know. Sort of projecting yourself.
Make those because that's number one. That's how I have to respond to Ken and upload it as a video, because every time I try.
Well, I have to respond to Ken. I have to respond to Ken. You hear that, Ken? I have to respond to Ken. How dare he get one word out of me, or, do something that triggers me. Like, I've got to get it out to Ken. Ken, pay attention to me. Ken, I'm a grown man, Ken. I want your attention, Ken. The attention of a grown man, Ken. Ken, please pay attention to me, Ken.
Try to respond, it's an error because he got me blocked, but he still likes to comment under my channels, which is weird. But anyway, you guys make something out of nothing all the time, any little thing that you can, man, and it's fucking.
That comes from the guy, just a reminder, audience, from the guy that will literally say, oh, you spelt this word wrong. You must be Lockjaw. The delusion in this individual has no measure, to be quite honest. Personally, the guy needs to be in an institution. He needs to be behind bars. He needs to be away from the public, away from the internet. And he needs, if he can't be fixed, then he just needs to be, institutionalized there until he expires. But if he brings upon himself, which we know he is eventually going to do so, this is his destiny. But he's going to bring upon himself some sort of early demise. He's just going to get way over the top with people that really shouldn't fuck with. And he's going to be ended. And that will be the demise of Scott McKinnon. I'm not saying I'm going to be anywhere involved with that. I'm just saying that I recognize exactly what path he's already on. You can take the alcohol away from McKinnon, but he's already decided his path. And he keeps talking in this manner, and it's only inevitable that he's going to meet his demise in the way that he chose. And then at that point, yes, I will then get the obituary and put it in gold-plated, in a gold-plated frame. And, maybe put that over my bed or something. Maybe put it in a some sort of shrine or something. I don't know. We'll decide that.
It's just a disability. I understand that. You guys have handicaps, and I get it.
Oh, I understand, guys. I'm the teacher here. You all have handicaps.
But, yeah, man. I don't know what else to really say. Pretty fucking sad what's been going on today, though. Pretty sad indeed. What other accounts are in there I got accused of? There was Community Loser. There was another one I got recorded. Oh, yes, Tony. Tony said, oh, that's definitely Scott because he said PPL. Do you know how many people in the world type PPL online, Tony? It's been a thing for how many years? Like, where are you upstairs? Where are you? And just
ask yourself that, please. Thank you.
Because he said framed and all these things. I have that recorded in live time, too. Thank God I was recording at that time when that account started talking. That person was referring to Danny about Danny escaping to Russia and said extreme karma's coming your way. That's you're running away or something. And then said, what did he say to Danny after that? He said,
Get to it. Come on.
fuck, I got it recorded. I can't remember, but
Of course you
you'll
can.
see me typing. I'm like, is this Joe or Ken? Because obviously, something about framing and all this stuff. Like using words, using lingo that I use. But you'll see me typing, is this Joe or Ken as that account is going? Because I can only see it being Joe because of, they were saying they're trying to get you riled up all the time and frame you. Now, I don't know if that account was talking to Tony or Danny, though. It seemed like it was Danny. So if it was Danny, it would make sense that account for what it was saying was Joe Cronin or Ken. Either one kind of fits. But if it was Tony, and that account was like, I'm getting framed and all this stuff, like, why would that account say that? Unless they were trying to pretend to be me, which would make no sense. I don't think. That's weird. But anyway, that account wasn't me, and I got it all recorded too. So,
Yeah, another shit video. Let's go to another shit video that he has. Late night nachos. He shits a lot on Ken on this one. Late night nachos, and Ken
I
leaves more
guess I'll make a
comments.
little late night video.
Also, is he retarded? I guess he is. He's used his microwave to heat nachos in a styrofoam container. Good job, retard. But also, it looks like a pig threw up on this fucking styrofoam container. It doesn't look anything close to nachos. Nachos are supposed to be crunchy and hard, and this looks like an absolute fucking hot mess. Let's continue.
I was going to make one of them videos where I respond to Ken's comments, but I'm getting kind of tired of that, so I'll just make a little video here.
No, you're not. You keep making more videos. Let's continue.
Hey, Kenny boy.
Still talking to Kenny.
I bet you any money it bothered you. You know, I know you were doing a show all night trying to hold back from talking about me just so you can say,
How do you know that? Because we were having fun talking our own thing. So how do you know that? Because of your obsession? Well, that would be in your head, not in Ken's.
I barely mentioned Scott, but you couldn't help yourself
We didn't mention you at all during last night's show.
but to come to my channel right after your show and leave comments again, right? Can't help yourself. And you say that I'm jealous and it's so evident.
Well, actually, you are jealous. It's clear.
Jealous of what, Ken?
Well, you want to ask me that question? Because, okay. We could talk about, say, the attention, the number of viewers, for example. If you really want to go stupid, we could talk about the number of likes, which right now is kind of purposeless because we don't have the dislike. Whatever, fine. Donations, for example. And we know that Ken isn't fucking e-begging. Donations come in. He loves it. It's great. He's made a bunch of fucking donation videos. A lot of them, I'd say the majority of them, are way too long. But he's done that, and people pay because they enjoy the show. So is that, are those, good points that I'm making? I think so, but let's continue.
Jealous of what? Trust me. But
Every time that he says "trust me," there should be a "trust me" drinking game. Because every time he would say that in previous videos, you would die of alcohol poisoning. And again, you don't trust a snake. You don't trust a snake. So him saying "trust me," we already know that the setup. This is the setup. This is the setup here. So let's prepare.
I tell you this, I am not jealous whatsoever. But I can tell you this, it definitely bothered you to see me in Joe's chat, huh? Because I know, see, how you all operate. And when you see me in Joe's chat or donating...
I don't even watch Joe. So, I don't know, but... You're in Joe's chat and you're donating? Interesting.
Oh, I can just hear you guys in my head. You're so predictable.
No, those are the voices of delusion. There are drugs that might be able to help you out there. I'm not the biggest fan of pharmaceuticals, but in your case, you're that far gone that you're going to need something of that severity. But let's continue.
Look at Scott in there, man. Why is Scott allowed in here? Oh my god, bruh, agenda. It's time to lie about Scott some more, man.
I swear to God, like right now he's showing the video of this nacho platter. It looks like this was ejected, like this was some sort of I don't know. I don't remember the proper word. A blockage. There we go. It's a blockage from a sewer. And it was just shot out. And it's like a combination of just all different sorts of biohazard fucking disgustingness. It's absolutely abhorrent. It's disgusting.
Want a nacho, Ken?
It doesn't even look like a nacho. It looks like a fucking freeze-dried clam shell. Like, what the fuck is that?
You want that, fatty?
Oh, you want that, fatty? But weren't you fat earlier? And then you said, oh, I lost 30 pounds, which is debatable. But regardless, so you were fatty before. So what you shitting on Ken for when you're the fatty too?
See?
You see that talking with your mouth full is the sign of absolute fucking human trash. You embody it very well. But it's not acceptable. And in this day and age, it won't be tolerated.
What makes you a sad, miserable fuck, Ken?
Is that he's not making videos on you, Scott? As many as you do on him? Is that what makes him so sad? My God.
You, Wire, all these people. Is that you're the people that wanted me dead. And I get so much...
No, I wouldn't say everyone wants you dead, but one thing is for certain is that it's unanimous that people will relish the fact that when you do die, we will all get a sense of satisfaction, of relief, of happiness, and there's a big difference. You still don't understand karma, but nobody's wishing, well, the good people, at least that I know, aren't wishing you to die. They just know that when you do die, the world will be a better place. Yeah, are there people out there that are wishing you to die? Yeah, okay. But in this case, I don't even think that karmically they're going to be held responsible for that because you are a very evil individual, and you know it.
joy out of not being dead and just being places where you guys psychotically stalk, like Joe Cronin, and talk shit about it.
That was a little Freudian slip. Psychoc. You like the psychoc, eh?
All day, every day, and talk about me all day, every day. You're worse.
Nobody's talking about you all day and every day. This is your obsession now. This is your delusion that's just becoming manifested in your mind. But nobody's talking about you all day, every day. It's as simple as that. If you can't accept that, you're too far gone, and you've got to be dealt with accordingly. The authorities need to lock you up. They need to put you away and, give you treatment if that's even possible. If not, at least keep you away from the public.
Nightmare would be if me and Joe did a show together. You all would have a nervous fucking breakdown, meltdown.
No, actually, because Joe has fallen so far that nobody really cares at this point what he's doing. His co-hosts suck. He's got no traction. It's unfortunate. He gets views. Of course he does. But he's not where he was in the past. Meanwhile, we have us here on this side of the pond. And people enjoy us. People watch us. And they basically see through the bullshit of either Joe or yourself. So if both of you went on, it would be extra transparent as to what you're doing, and nobody would have any sympathy for the eventual breakdown that would occur between you and Joe, because you'll never fucking have a friend. You'll always be fighting forever.
and review it on 10 different shows for 24 hours because you're a fucking obsessed, agenda-driven psychos who do nothing but lie and paint narratives on people and need affirmation in these groups of people.
That's my word. Stop it.
You're fucking losers, dude.
Says the guy who microwaved his fucking nachos. Sorry, dude. That's loser.
Here you are again, leaving me comments tonight, 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. Right? Trying to lie on your stream, telling everybody, oh yeah, I spent all day at my daughter's birthday, you know, doing stuff with the family, man, having fun. I don't like them on the phone all the time. And meanwhile, what you do?
Well, you're paying a lot of attention to Ken.
You're on fucking drama shows 10 hours a day, bro. And you know it.
10 hours a day? I don't remember the last person that did a 10-hour stream.
And in these Skype and Discord chats all day.
Oh, the Skype and Discord chats, people are talking about me in behind the scenes, man. I know it. I don't have any proof, but I know it.
Talking to people. I just saw Dr. Brown uploaded a behind the scenes show, for fuck's sakes. Half hour.
Oh my god. Dr. Brown, of all people, is talking about me. Oh my god.
Hour long wire and everybody. Can't wait to see that. Keep hanging around with the fucking thieves, career criminals, and sex offenders, though, Kenny boy. You know? And people that fucking dox people and threaten people's jobs. That's, you know, you got a good crew there, bud. I know what
Which is why you continue to hang around?
bothers you, buddy. And that's anybody talking to me or me being allowed anywhere because you have agendas. And you're fucking losers for that.
Keep saying that people are losers when you're the fucking one that's the loser. We broke you, sent you to fucking rehab. You're the loser. You lost. You couldn't fucking get one up on us. You lost.
But Merry Christmas, Ken. You psycho.
You psycho. Now, there's a few more videos that he's released. What is it? Are you in denial? Oh, no, I saw that. Mr. Inconsistent. Oh, that must be me. Oh. So let's see what this says. It says, read description. Oh, so he's showing a video of me playing Kerbals. Okay, cool. Love that game. Then he's like, ha, 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 ha. That's very much. Then he says, the man-child alcoholic who told someone in the chat yesterday, Power Trip is done, and its job brings back power. And it did. Its job bring back Power Trip the next day. Sorry, I'm just reading the way he writes it. Because he has to put his lies and narratives on everything and will never stick to word or to his word. The look at the cucks and simps who watch him to give him that delusional online affirmation power. What a way to spend your years on earth. Again, I'm the one that used affirmation first. You don't even know what it means, so shut up. Then he says, I win again. Well, if you actually thought that this was a competition, then you already lost. You keep forgetting, I broke you. We sent you to fucking rehab. You're living with your parents now. You're trying to claim that you're on the mend. We broke you. So there's nothing you can say or do that's ever going to change the fact that you are now humiliated in this entire community. So no, you don't only not win, you are basically a permanent loser. You will never, ever get back to the level or point that you were in the past. Even with the height of Drama Club, you will never get to that point. Everyone has now seen through you. They've seen how powerless you truly are. And you've been exposed so badly that you're literally now just a clown that's just running around the community hoping to be featured. And of course it's fun to feature you, but it's not like it, well, you really should realize it doesn't validate you. It's really just, making fun of you. But you can take it any way you fucking want. So in the chat, in the comments, he says, I win again. Like I said, they can't help themselves. They all have to battle me because they can't stand the truth. It hurts them so bad, despite the fact that we all know that this is the first time in a long time that I've been talking about Mr. Scunty. In fact, Derailed said earlier in the chat that it was like, 3 months ago when I made my last power trip. And that's when we sent you broken to the rehab. So let's just be honest. And then he says, give them drama views. No one cares about anything else he has to offer. Proven right yet again. No, that's, first of all, that's my line. And in fact, no, you haven't proven anything. People love my Too Many Chefs. They love my Kerbals. They love my news talk. That's a new show, by the way. It was introduced when you were supposedly gone. What else? We've done a few. Well, I did the 9/11 darker things show. What else? I think I had a few other things, but regardless, it's very clear that I can do quite a lot more than you can, and I don't even have to mention you. But let's listen to this video that he made. So he's playing a video of me playing Kerbals. To me, this is fun. Yeah, to me, it's fun. Shout out to, I guess, 11 people who are watching right now. I don't know if my phone's telling me the truth, but regardless. Phone usually seems to be a little delayed. Well. And again, I'm just having fun here. This game, to me, is just fucking fun. So he's got to focus on me playing this game. He's so obsessed. It's a snowy Sunday night. All right.
Come on, man.
It's for raising money for Real Talk's family, or for fuck.
You hear? Oh, so he's already reviewing my video of Power Trip tonight. How obsessed. That Sith, you hear that? Everybody else that actually sent money to his widow to try to alleviate the cost of the funeral, you hear that? You're not real. Yep. That wasn't genuine. Oh, he's Jerriford III, he's focusing on your comment where you said Mr. Consistent. So it looks like Scunty isn't very pleased with your words. Says the guy that called him an Uncle Tom, a sellout, and even called him a nigger. So what would you like me to do, Scunty? Would you like me to play the clips where you actually say that? Because I could. Again, I'm telling people exactly what you said. I'm not going to say, oh, Scott said the N-word. What, did he say N-word or did he say the actual word? I'm telling you exactly what Scott Anthony McKinnon, the cowardly lion of the community, said. And you know for a goddamn fact that if Real Talk was still here, he would have absolutely no problems with what I just said. And in fact, I think there's many other people, black and otherwise, that would have no problems with me saying that. You are certainly no arbiter of morality in this community, and we all know that. But let's continue. All right, so we got that. Mr. Inconsistent, oh my God. The next video is called Ha Ha Ha, I Win, David Can't Help Himself. Oh my God, you're calling me by my real name, David. Oh my God, oh my God.
This division turned to Hinbei will eventually, hopefully...
Watching some UFC. I thought Dave...
I thought you had more class. Actually, I should have doubted it. That you wouldn't talk with your mouth full, but you are white trash. East Coast white trash, the trashiest of trash in Canada.
Fought David Rosenblum there.
All leading up to work
Still not my name, sorry.
we have later tonight. The main event of
Didn't he say that he was going to watch UFC?
155-pound
I did, but I also am committed. I said it from the beginning. I know that this might end up having me going over Ken. And yeah, I've been over Ken for a couple of hours at least. Sorry. It's called commitment. I made myself do this. And I'm not just say, a little fucking internet outage. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. You know, I'm just going to pussy out and go to watch Ken. No. I made my commitment. I'm here regardless of who's going to be here right now. We have 15 supposed viewers. There's probably going to be a lot of people who are going to end up having to catch up on this later. I know Jay Diz is always behind. And he'll end up watching it. Many other people will watch it. People will find themselves, bored or something at work on Monday. They're going to want something to watch. And here we are. Okay? I'm not doing for anybody else's fucking affirmation here. I'll take donations, absolutely. But I'm here without any promise of payment to expose the pussy that you are. Let's continue.
He was really looking forward to spending the Saturday night on that. No, as I predicted, I told you, I can get David to do anything.
No, that's your own delusion. Because did you get me to start off doing Too Many Chefs? No, you certainly didn't. My plan was if that fucking power outage had lasted a little less than what it did, which was like close to 3 fucking hours, I would have jumped back on and just gone right back to trying to review that episode that I worked so hard on. All the fucking stupid graphics, like fucking the notes and shit. That's what I was going to do. But then, this came across my table. And I thought to myself, well, you know what? I'm going to cover this, regardless of the storms that are going on, because it needs to be done. See, that's what differentiates you and me. Your balls have yet to drop there, Scunty. You are merely just a boy, while I am a man. Let's continue.
Very easily. I can cut a short video, expose the truth, say my piece against David the fucking coward. And
says the faggot that still makes fake accounts just so that he can be included, and then when he gets excluded, and we obviously see him from a mile away, he's like, oh, these people thrive on denying people the ability to speak in their chat. It's like, but you're coming in with a fake account, and we know it's you. I've always said, why don't you just make Scott McKinnon account 805, and people know it's you. But you always say, oh, I admit that it's me. Not from the get-go. You don't use a name that identifies you. I've said this for the longest time, and everyone's fucking seen it. So no, that doesn't work here. Let's continue.
Let's do a power trip. Want to know why? Because I have clips of David when he's doing kerbals, community kerbals.
It's Kerbals, you dumb fuck. Kerbals. And only my mother calls me David. Come on. Just call me Dave, okay? Like, it's like, you know my mom. Come on.
And it hurts him when he only sees 12 people.
It hurts me. Oh, my God. It hurts me. It hurts me. It hurts me in the hurt. It hurts me in the hurt. Do you hear that? In the curdalure, it hurts me in the hurt. Let's continue.
People watching. It really hurts him. He's like, I don't know if my phone is lying to me about the 12 viewers.
No, it doesn't actually, because the problem is that the phone doesn't actually reflect this. So, I'm on my computer, I switch between screens and stuff. So I'm playing the game, or right before the game, I, looking at the chat, switch to the game, but the chat says 15 viewers. Then I go to my phone, which is monitoring the chat, and it says 9. So I'm like thinking, okay, well, maybe the phone's just not updating. What do I know that fucking the Kerbal streams don't attract all these people, but that's not the intention. I like to play the game. I could play it without even streaming. I said this before. When I play it, I stream it. I could easily just not fucking stream it, period. In fact, also, should be good. Hopefully, by the Nine Gods himself, Nicky Nines, hopefully he will purchase Kerbals as well, because there's a sale right now on Steam that you can get Kerbals amongst several other games for as little as, I believe, $13, including Sandbox Universe, which looks like a fucking badass game, which Nicky apparently already has and has already played. I have yet to do so. But, yeah, it's, it's a great game. I'd love to see Nicky play it as well. But you're getting jealous at me having fun playing a game? Really? You're that jelly?
I have that clip saved.
Oh my God, yeah, that clip saved. On which laptop this time? Because, you've had like 2 already and they've died. And you keep claiming you've got the clips, but your phone couldn't obviously take all this information. So where are you storing this information, apparently?
Dave tried to do too many chefs today. I guess a storm knocked out his internet, but he's back online now doing, guess what? As I predicted, Power Trip.
Not as you predicted. I gave you what you wanted. This is a Christmas gift to you, Scunty. I know you wanted it, so I gave it to you. I'm that giving, obviously. And I'm like, it's not a piece of coal. It's actually quite shiny. But,
The show that he said did its job. He said it did its job to somebody in the chat the other night and retired Power Trip. But no.
Well, it wasn't just, look, it was Drama Club. Sorry, my mistake. It was Drama Emperor, it was Drama Diner, and it was Power Trip that literally combined together like an octopus and just squeezed the life out of you. Amongst other people like Ken, like Nicky Nines, Mars Mira, and others. But, yeah, it was a combination. It wasn't one show alone.
Nope. He can't help himself because David needs affirmation.
That's my word that I used, and I applied it to you. You can't apply it to me because you can't even define it. So, no. I don't need affirmation because, again, I proved this. I sailed away. Joe Cronin talking shit about me. Even Ken and fucking JB were talking shit about me while I sailed away. People like begging me, Dave, make a video, talk about this. Nope. Having fun doing my own thing. Goodbye. And did my own thing for close to a year. Actually, it was a little over a year and 4 months, I believe. Regardless, that's the facts. So you clearly aren't coming from anywhere other than your own delusion.
David needs to be right when he's clearly wrong all the time and he lies through his teeth and he's a complete projection artist.
Again, stop projecting yourself, because every time we identify you as one, you try to just turn it around on other people.
And now he's live with Power Trip. And I'll upload this video and he might review this too. Why? Because David is a lonely, sad person.
Yeah, and I have a lot of fake friends, and we have a lot of fake fun on Friday nights. I guess we should call it Friday Night Fakes, maybe, from now on. Because, it's just a bunch of fakes. Nikki, Ken, me, when Mars can come in, even Shannon. We're all fakes. We all hate each other. We don't want anything to do with each other, but we're just we're specifically just running the show to spite Ken, Scott, of all people. We're specifically doing that just to say, hey, we're showing you. In real life, we hate each other. We want to fight each other. But no, just we take that one time on Friday nights to spend sometimes close to 6 hours to pretend that we're fake friends. Really? Can you follow this through here, Skunt? Can you follow the logic through here, please?
Who is a asshole, his own family hates him, and he needs affirmation from all of you.
Again, I don't know where you're getting this from, but it is quite hilarious. Your sister has revealed a lot about what your family thinks about you. So, yeah, I wouldn't really, put any credence to what you're saying there, Scunty. But your sister, otherwise, does have some good points. But
You weirdos online.
also, I always say cite your sources.
Period. So enjoy your night, because David, you're spending it all on me instead
Not all on you. I've got more things to do tonight.
of UFC. Wow.
Well, I mean, I know that you're obsessed with watching sweaty men hump each other, but that's, not necessarily my deal. But, yeah, there we go. We've got, oh, look at that. He's continued to make more videos. Kurma Trip, the Power on Power Trip. Let's see what else he's got. Kurma Strikes Again, and what living in delusion on Fantasy Island looks like. Nah, I'm bored. I got better things to do. And I think we've done a great job exposing him and bringing you a great power trip tonight. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to end up going to watch it. 3 hours and 15 minutes. Great job. Appreciate everyone who has been here tonight. Drew says in the chat, if you were obsessed with viewership, you wouldn't just stop playing the game on air and stick to the larger viewer shows. Yeah, it's clear that Scunty is just going to go back to his old ways, and hopefully he'll relapse. But regardless, is that it doesn't matter if he doesn't drink any alcohol, is that he was always crazy in the first place, and he's going to just end up getting himself in trouble, and he's going to keep talking like he knows about the law, and it's going to be hilarious, and the motorcycle gangs are going to finally catch up with him and stuff, and that'll be that. He's got his back against the ocean literally, so he can't really do much. But I appreciate everyone who did join us here tonight. Ken is airing right now with his Insomniac show for the UFC fight. So I just put the link in the chat there. Check that out. I am Devious Dave Rose. I hope you enjoyed tonight. I did. It was fun to get back to the power trips and just embarrass a fucking worthless loser piece of shit. And when I say loser, Scott, we know the big difference. But you don't want to accept it, that's fine. Regardless, who knows? Maybe we'll see you some other time for a power trip. You never know. We know that we got a raging little turd that's going to make more and more videos tonight. And we also know that Ken is definitely going to be addressing this on his show. So, and that's going to piss off Scott even more, because he's just got it in for Ken so bad. So, yeah, hopefully Scott got his double vaccines and his heart is compromised. And, as soon as he gets too animated tonight with Ken talking truth, his heart will blow up, and that'll be the end of that problem. So, and then, obviously, I will be able to finally frame his obituary. So, I look forward to that. And I wish you all a good night. I am Devious Dave Rose, and I bid you all adieu.